I I'm in the mood for sweets, but I don't have any. Absolutely tragic.
I hate all my ice cream.
Now hear me
I
out.
bet my Wookie.
I'll allow you to change your I'll allow you to change your anima so you can turn things into candy. I smile.
What's the
Don't
anime's
abuse it
name gonna
now.
be? Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo?
Oh no, I was thinking something simple. Candyman.
Oh, that's tragic.
Now I have a sad.
Thank you, Dungeon. Wow,
Get
that's
him!
just quick as kneecaps.
Alright, are we ready for Spiral City?
Yeah.
I just want to let you guys have the conversation. I don't want to interrupt anybody. Before we jump into it, Loon, how you doing today? I get a chance to ask.
A bit cold. Oh, I'll sleep for like 12 hours because I was behind on sleep.
Smart. I don't. I stay. I need to stay away from energy drinks because all they do is wire me to no end. I've been in and out of sleeping, but doing pretty good for myself. I'm okay. Um, Welcome to Spiral City, everybody. Anyone want to give a small recap on what their character did last week? If not, I'll do it for you, and we'll move right around.
I mean, I got no much to say. So I came back to Dog's site, see that this motherfucker shaking down Honey Doll and the store for
I'm
protection money,
getting
and
sick.
he's uh, what happened?
Well, I think he was talking to something else. Go. Okay, sorry for the interrupt.
Uh, TLDR, Thanos picked the fight with a gang leader that's harassing Honey Doll and Dogset in general. So as such, I'm perpetually terrified of the dice.
Ah,
Yeah, the dice hate you the most.
you're actually one of the most feared. Like both the animas you've had, um, Showtime and
Astronova.
Astronova. I keep forgetting sometimes. Uh, it is viewed as some of the stronger animas in play.
Blow up.
So don't be too afraid. I think you're gonna stand in a good position for your fight. The dice is the finicky cunt.
Yeah,
Anyone else want to tell us what happened last week?
I made a phone call.
from hell.
The
Yeah, he
pygmy looks
totally did. I
the
was there.
pygmy the pygmy looks concerned. You see, the problem is the minutes. Did you call during free hour?
No.
Put that on some other demon's some poor sap's expense.
Listen, just hand me the bill. I'll sign the name you need the bill. It'll be fine.
Anything else
He
happen for
signs
Lance
Lance's
Edmund
name.
Miles.
other than call like making a call? Or and do you want to share the details of what that call was about?
Oh, yeah, I called Lance, told him and the gang to get me out of here. Oh, I dropped my joint.
Oh no.
Oh.
Someone's fucking your bitch.
There it is.
Ah.
No, no, seriously, that's a stoner thing. If you drop your joint, someone's fucking your bitch.
Hmm. Oh,
That's
dear, I
a
should contact Evie.
Damn. Huh. I mean, with the context of everything that's happening with him, unfortunate. You also met
fuck.
a femme fatale who was interested in helping you hunt, similar to Aether. She's only revealed herself as the Crimson Lady.
Oh, yeah, I came up with another name for our shared line. But yeah, yeah. Something about
Mm-hmm.
half demon, half human tribe. And here I was thinking I was unique.
Well, you still are unique. You weren't born
And
human or half.
and,
You weren't born half
and to
human.
think blood magic used to be my hobby.
Fine. Lance, what's happened with you last week?
Lance had a peculiar phone call. That happened. And then something else happened and he can't recall. And then he decided to take Edmund and
Wait, what's the thing you can't
Victor.
recall? Sorry, remind us.
Oh, there was a red pygmy that talked. And Lance can't really remember what happened when that happened. Huh, it's kind of weird. It's a bit of a, like a bit of a memory block. Don't know why. So weird. Anyway, he took Victor and Edmund straight to the market district as he went himself to the Colosseum. Kind of drawn to the Colosseum, only to be picked up by the Baron's men and said he's going to have a meeting with him. Even though Lance is like, whoa, hey, I just was here for just a small little thing. I ain't here for some small. Oh, and I'm being taken away.
That's something else. District folder. Add folder.
God, I don't like that image of. Is that Ion, Chief Ions?
Yeah.
I don't like it. It's like trying to like showcase like some parts of him being still like a sane person. We know he was never that way, even before he got like the bribe money from Umbrella. Dude was way too into fucking taxidermy.
Nah, it's
Wait a minute,
fine,
did you make
man.
a fucking did you make a fucking cheap ice weapons when you said and blood magic was my hobby?
Yes.
Son of a-
And hemomancy used to be my hobby.
Cable Monty. Alright, everyone's now facing, well, like me, with all the
Oh, I
players.
thought you left or Lance looking the other way on purpose.
That'd have been hilarious, but no, no.
No, it's his default. It's his default intelligence. Does it upset people who have like OCD? Probably, but they don't. Just wouldn't understand the bit.
Hmm.
We're very committed to the bit around
Eh,
here.
We're very committed to the bit around here.
Right. Who would you want to start with this week?
Should we let the
Wait, did
dice
we see
decide?
what Cynric and or Lance has to do?
Cyrus or
Well,
Ven?
I'm.
Cyrus and Ven, sorry.
Well,
Oh.
Simon has to deal with a fight between himself and Ven. You have to go fight a. Huh? It's really weird. It's almost like last week. You two have to go into another fight between monsters. Well,
Welcome to the repeating things.
Hopefully this time I can again just end it with a single gunshot.
you can't keep solving all your problems with bullets to the head, Simon. You're not Falcone.
I take your gun away? No,
You can't keep doing this, Simon.
no.
Yeah, only I get to break the game. Sorry, it comes with power tier.
That comes with
As
power tier.
peck,
I'm
comes
crying.
with the pecking order, dude.
Pecking order.
Me, me and Falcone both high five each other and he'll follow you.
Dun, 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 dun.
Dun-dun-dun.
Okay, so let's. I'm just gonna just doing one last quick thing for. Where did I put you?
Man, they really don't want people with the fucking lowest. Just yeah.
No poor people.
Hey, Falcone, there's a giant door that blocks our way to the lower spiral. You know what I'm thinking?
Oh, it's probably a paywall, isn't it?
I, s- I was just gonna bribe from the gods, but like I could push the van in it.
I have
Maybe
a
the
better
doors.
idea. Let's burn the city down.
But Falcone, I live in the city.
No, you don't. You live in West Bay. And what would you really lose? Your hut?
All right. Sorry, I just gotta get this
Nice
last. I
hut.
had to get this last thing done. So we take our camera today to focus on Seinrich. Seinrich, we've already had the scene last week where you were approached Dockside saw what was happening. This week, I'm just gonna replay what happened so the audience has seen it, and we go right into the scene, transition into it. All right?
Okay.
All right. So, Cyric, before you approach Dockside, the camera focuses on the building itself. Dockside is a two-story building, despite the two-story building with an attic. It's rustic. It's built with bricks, and it's been clearly remodeled by the large efforts done by Honeydoll herself. In this area of Dockside, you can see East Bay's river and the clear sky, not the clouds that you see there in the image, but you can see the clear sky that is overhead. In this temperate environment, the air is musky. It's got floral. It's musky outside. It's got a sense of trash out there. While you're inside Dockside, however, Honey Doll has worked very hard to make the environment feel completely different. The floor is clean. There's hanging banners of beautiful pictures, flowers that grow in pots. There's light that comes in from every window. And there are 3 aisles worth of selling items here, all of which are smoke leaf. Currently, they're just the staff and Honeydoll. Honeydoll absentmindedly sitting behind the counter of Dockside, waiting for the next customer to come on in. She's talking with her staff and, just enjoying the day. When the lull of the silence is broken, the arrival of a customer. This man approaches the counter, first opens the door rudely, shoving it wide open. The man stands about 5'8", short haircut, wears a leather jacket, and there's a clear cobra on the back of it, underneath an underpants. Is an iconology. The guy walks around with a stiff shoulder and walks up to a sample of smoke leaf that's on display. The man haphazardly pulls his hand into the pot and tries to take the smoke leaf from it, and Honey Doll approaches. Excuse me, can I help you? You don't need to be so rough with our plants. Hey, lady, I'm just here to make some business with you. You have my attention. She fixes the plant. What do you want? Well, I came here to talk about what I said last week. Listen, what, Marco, that was your name? Yeah? I tell your boss I'm not playing ball with him. Well, listen, last week he said he was okay taking a no, but he said this week he ain't gonna take the no. So you're gonna have to conform, or something bad's gonna happen to your building. Capiche? No, not capiche. Get the fuck out of my store before I make you. Oh ho ho ho! I like a vixen with claw. And before he can finish it, the leaf on the plant of the smoke leaf moves with her Anima power. The leaf fires a shotgun round into the bug's chest, dropping him. It doesn't kill him. She used rubber rounds. All the plants in the store begin to point guns at him. You want to fuck with me, huh? What? What the? Hey, you crazy? God, what the? Wait, the plants have guns on them? He yells loudly as he starts to cut backwards to the exit. Yeah, I'll fuck you up and anybody you send. And he scuttles. I'll be back.
It's one of them anima folks out there.
Honeydoll waves her hand and releases 21 shots. Her anima. The ability to use any surface to create any surface to create any object and use it to fire a projectile of a random choice. Fun fact: 21 different weapons.
Wow.
Honey Dove looks back at the group, looks back at her staff. Yeah, just don't let those gangsters in. We'll have to hire more security. I wonder where the hell Cyric is. And just as Honeydoll's returning back behind the counter, the door opens again. Hey, listen, look, I told you that I wasn't gonna. Wasn't gonna what? 6'2" slender man walks through the door's threshold. Flanked behind him is Marco from earlier and another man dressed similar as Marco. Honeydoll stays a bit frozen looking at the newcomer. The man has apathetic stare across the ground over the counter. He eyes Honeydoll before putting his hand over his mouth and yawning. Are you really the one giving me the trouble? Honeydoll doesn't respond. Look, he intones, the stranger intones. I was being nice last week when I didn't come in here. He waves his hand. I don't like the smell of all these plants in here. Look, I'll make my trip short. Give me, being that now I had to step in here, 80% of your revenue. And I'll keep you protected from the other gangs. And like I told you last week when you said 60%, you can take that, go to the pharmacist, and ask them to measure it so you can go fuck yourself with it. I'm not going to pay. Jeff? Yeah, boss? Go ahead, show her I've given you skills mastery in a not hammer in a baseball bat. You got it, boss. And he takes out his baseball bat and walks over to an aisle. And just as he's about to get the chance to swing on it, Cyric, you get a chance to step into the scene. You see this thug, bat
I
high.
remember. I,
You're at the door threshold.
I remember I grabbed one of those goons and threw it at Ven. That's how we
Sure.
ended last week.
Yep. So that could be so that we can start the same way. There we go. Hello there.
So,
Oh, let me turn your model around.
No one sees the wizard.
You're just
did you
in
say that,
time.
Keyless?
Yes, he did.
Yeah,
That was really good.
I,
thank you.
Hi, Cat.
I have arrived, gamers.
Hi,
Hello,
Trinity.
gamer. You came at a good time.
Oh God, what's about? Am I getting dragged into this?
So Nico, because I rolled a 5 on a 100, yeah, you're gonna appear in East Bay.
That's not the Hammer District.
Too bad. Bye-bye.
Fuck.
We're watching Cyric deal with um the Underpass Cobra gang, led by this tall, skinny guy who's yawning, taking the situation not too serious. But these two thugs were about to trash the store, whilst Cyric now has the opportunity to step into the scene. How do you want to step into the scene, Cyric?
He said,
Well, he, well, let's see. Like I said before, I'll take one of the goons and throw him right at Ven.
Sure. So the one goon lifting the baseball bat over his head before he starts to swing, holds the baseball bat over his head, and he's trying to swing down, right? But his bat's caught on something. He looks to his left and over his shoulder and sees it's what the? Looks up and sees Cyric, a 6'4" dude towering over him. Ah,
Not 6'4", he's
Cyric.
6. I mean,
Hmm?
hold on. Let me check what height we had him on.
Sure. This is the battle of the tall guys right now.
Also, please pet that cat. For
I
me.
am.
That's why she's meowing. Trust
it's
us.
Mouse.
No,
It's
mouse
Mouse.
just meows.
7'2".
M-A-U-S.
7'2". Holy shit, yeah, you're gigante. Yeah, 7'2", towering over this 5'8" gangster. As he looks up and goes, and your left hand, the free one, you grab his midsection, pick him up, and toss him at Ben. No, I revealed his name early. Shit, the stranger, but Ven/Ven. But I'm gonna continue to call him a stranger until he's revealed as Ven. But for the
I think
for
you
this,
just revealed him as Van.
Me hearing the mysterious stranger sound cue from Fallout every time.
It's like like fucking like Cyrock just activated his bats and just yeeted this guy.
yeah, yeeted him across the store. He crashes into an aisle, but not surprisingly, the stranger, the tall stranger, is nimble on his feet and sidesteps. Whoa! It looks like where the hell they grow you, tall dude? Holy shit! You're like a giant. What? Do you come from East Bay too? The hell do they feed people in East Bay? The stranger's thinking in contemplation as he doesn't even look at you, Samric. No, he's like looking at you like in your face, but he's like studying your physique. Like, jeez, you are massive, man.
He is in fact a big man.
Well, what do you say? How about you work with me? There's no point in fighting me. I mean, you're not gonna win. And with someone like your strength, working together would only be a benefit. I am working on the strongest East Bay gang there is.
Have
Confident,
you
are
seen
we?
me? I wouldn't mess with me.
Thanks, but
So
no thanks. I don't prefer working with thugs who attack innocent people.
innocent.
I'm a cop.
Innocent. Vid looks around. What? You know anyone who's truly innocent? What? There's no one as a saint around here. Surely surely the owner of this fine establishment has done something reputable in her past. Everyone's done something bad, or tied to it. The stranger shrugs. I'm just providing a service to my community for a good price. How could you or anyone find that and misinterpret it in anything else but supporting my community? I mean, I'm gonna keep the store safe from other gangs. You've already seen the other gangs, haven't you? Being in East Bay long enough working here?
I haven't been eating in a hot minute, so this gang war stuff is new to me.
There's a frown on his face that grows. Lucky you, that. Oh, the luxury of being able to move around and not have to deal with this shit day after day. Some of us who live here can't leave it. So you don't understand me, and you're not an East Bayer at all.
Mate, but this here is my home. I'm not gonna let you mess it up.
I'm not messing anything up, big guy. I'm not going to destroy the store. I just want 70% of the revenue.
Alright, then what was your goons doing with that bat? Because last me check, this is not a baseball field.
I was just letting him practice his swing and demonstrate. Well, fuck. Sorry, that was good. Tag friend. Oh, because I've been playing Elin too, and that just strikes even closer to home. I'm playing a fantasy game and I have to pay taxes. I don't escape.
It's
Anyway,
okay, you'll get it back next year when you fill out your tax return.
yeah. So, back to Ven. No, I was just letting him practice his swing. And furthermore, demonstrating the point of what happens when you don't fall in line. I mean, I can't let hostile businesses take flourish in my community. I have to set the example across all the other businesses. And if one doesn't stand in line, then it threatens the rest of the community's stability and safety and security. And you wouldn't want that, would you?
I think you just go after other gangs instead, and not drag other stores into it.
Well, I need resources, Smarty. I mean, unless you're gonna give me the funding and and the food and the clothing to fund and keep them and the payroll to hire my men. I mean, come on, Marco, get up. No, sorry, Jeff, get up. Yeah, yeah, boss. Tell this guy how much I pay you. Better than my last gang. See? I take it we're not gonna reach an impasse here, are we, big guy?
Looks like it. How about you leave this place alone?
I already told you I'm not gonna break the place. But if you keep on pissing me off, I might change my tune. His red outfit starts to like he's wearing the same type of jacket, except his jacket is red and he wears blue jeans. Except now his blue jeans are starting to like no, not his blue jeans, but his overall air around him begins to have heat waves.
Right.
I'm not trying to do nothing more than secure the security of my neighborhood. And if you're gonna get in the way of that, big guy, I'm going to show you exactly why everyone in what East Bay is afraid of the underpass cobras now.
Yeah, no, we can protect ourselves. We don't need another gang forcing themselves on us.
Honey Dog goes, wait! At least take the fight outside. Hmm? The man looks at Honey Doll. And why the hell should I leave this door, huh? She looks down. Okay, okay. Seinrich, if you beat this guy outside, my name's Ven. If you beat Ven outside, you leave us alone, Underpass Cobras. You stay out and you're banned from my store, the dockside. And if you win the fight outside, she looks down sadly, I'll give in to your demands. Oh, good. So 80% of your revenue. Ah, but you said
You
70.
said 7.
Yep.
10% for annoying him.
I thought it was always at 80.
No, he said 70 to begin with, and then went to 80.
Oh.
Want to push for 90?
That's how people push for 90, you know.
And steps outside as Honey Doll rushes over to Cyric's side. You can beat him, right?
I mean, there's no choice that I have to now.
No, 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 no. You can handle it.
I trust myself.
You're not gonna kill him, are you?
No, no. Honey Doll just looks, sighs, picks up a plant. All right, let's go. Like, Honey Doll picks up a potted smoke leaf plant. All right, let's go. And has a smoke leaf joint.
Oh, she's joining
So,
me.
No,
Oh.
Honey Doll
is
is
that
gonna
like
be
a green
watching the
home
fight.
she's smoking, or she's smoking a yellow home?
Uh, smoke leaf green.
Green, she doesn't need to improve her health.
You think like
You
yellow
step
would
out.
be like
You step
um
outside to the dockside area. And while in the picture it shows a lot more water, it's actually like more of a parking lot that you guys step into, as described in other continuities of dockside. There is a parking lot out here. Mm. So you guys step onto the asphalt of the renovated, no, not renovated, the regenerated parking lot because Cybert fixed it with silver magic. You feel your foot press across the ground as uh, your opponent then takes his distance from you. Both of you will take part in similar combat that was your training in the what's it called? Solus. It's your silver training. So this battle will be similar to that. Each round, both of you will roll a new initiative, and both of you will have your two decisions and reactions as typical characters. You all
Okay.
you have no idea if this guy has equipment, relics, or anything like that. Ben looks at you. Last chance, big guy. Join me, and I'm willing to drop I'm willing to drop the extortion on this place. Join my gang.
Sorry, but the answer's still gonna be no.
Okay, but I don't know I don't know the word restrict. I don't know how to. So sorry, let me rephrase myself. Okay, that's your choice, and I have to let you know I don't know the word restraint for my anima.
So, boss, the word restraint refers to holding back, restricting yourself. This just
Marco,
goes
Jeff,
on
stay,
definite.
stop. Marco, Jeff, stay back. Yes, boss. They both like run backwards before Ven starts to like. Uh, the best way to describe it is just heat waves get like more and more present around him before you Cyrix see his anima standing behind him. This massive towering red entity. Sorry, let me just get the art.
I thought it was blue flame.
Oh, well, no, I said red entity. I didn't say what kind of flame it was. Yeah. You're skipping steps there, Chief. When did you cast your anima, Mr. Ven? Because I know I have artwork of it.
Backing all the way in the bank, dude.
Yeah, no, I get that. Wait,
Do I need the context to what happened in that scene?
Do you think you're gonna get the context out of me?
Do you even know it?
yeah. Wait, is that? There's Van.
That's what
Wait,
fucking.
he's 6'1". Oh, well.
This is the age of Aquarius. The age of.
There you go. Do I have his token? Is that a token? Oh, it is! See, I knew I made the shit. I made it. And Kalis is just looking at me dumbfounded because he can see Ven. But when you have so many, like, tokens and areas for tokens. Yes, we are missing somebody today. I didn't want to fill in their spot. Also, hi, Presty.
Oh,
You're just in time for a good old-fashioned anima fight. As now it's Ven, leader of the Underpass Cobras, versus Cyric M. Gumvold, representative of Dockside. Here we go. We're gonna go into a 3-round fight, and then we're gonna rotate the camera to the next set of player, the next player for a role play, which will be Nico. Get rotated,
Oh
Lance.
boy.
what?
All right, audience. It's time for you guys to start listening. I need to find that as a YouTube video. So you guys in roll 20, if you had your music playing, can hear Cyric's battle theme going off.
Yep, I hear it.
It's time for you to roll me initiative. Let's speed and dexterity,
Alrighty.
friend. Good luck and may the dice favor you. This is going to be the first of 3-round combat. This battle isn't concluded until one of the opponents concedes.
That And speed.
It's him fucking frowning that gets
I
me.
know. Yeah, I know. It's the best. Oh, that was roll 20 making that fucking noise.
Roll 20.
Song.
Oh shit! I didn't know roll 20 could actually play music now.
Yeah, there was
I-
a recent thing was added.
Oh.
No, it's been there for a very long time. I just finally monkeyed my brain to figure out how to upload.
Oh.
Yeah, first you want to YouTube
Cheers.
MP3, then you download the file, and then you upload it to Roll20.
Could you imagine, Kalis? Like Lance looks at Falcone the same way. He's like, "You can't. I beat you in every strategic way with my mind.
Strategical.
My strategical mind beats you in every way possible."
I can understand why I'm losing at chess. The opponent eating my chess piece when I'm not looking.
The pygmy. Alright, and then roll a 13. Wow. Ven goes first. Ven stands and stretches. Alright, man. How serious do you want this fight to be? Are you willing to risk your life? Alright, what is your name anyway?
Steinrich.
My name's Ven. Cyrus, do you think this fight's worth your life?
Like I said, I'm not joining you.
You didn't answer the question. Do you think this fight's worth your life?
Okay, last week I thought you said you're gonna beat him to within an inch of his life. That's what he said. That laugh concerns me.
Sly is laughing at something else.
No, yeah, it's something else, dude.
Oh.
He did in fact win, Kalis. You can't deny that.
So, just answer his question. Don't worry about what happened last week. Like I said, when we walked into this scene, I was walking away from what happened last week to follow this continuity of what we're doing now. So don't worry about last week. Let's worry about what's going on here with him now. He just simply asks before he takes his turn, Cyrus, do you think this fight's worth your life?
Are you that eager to take a life tonight? Oh, today?
Still not answering the question, Ben glares. It's a simple yes or no.
If I... Fine then.
Yes, no.
Fine then. If I have to bet, I'll have to... And then say yes.
Because East Bears only have one way we fight. All out or nothing. Better than those damn West Bears.
Fuck you!
Ben spends a decision. The air around him intensifies, but nothing else noticeably happens different. He spends another decision to hold a decision. The outcome of that holding decision is yet to be seen. It's your turn.
Hmm.
God, your battle theme is good.
Isoka knows what he's doing. I want to get to my throwing stance.
Sure, you take up a fight. You spend a decision to swap into a fighting stance for throwing.
I'll also hold my decision to get another decision in my next turn.
So as the round 1 ends with just both of you holding decisions, the crowd of people that were in the store have come outside to watch the fight because obviously they heard everything. So they're spectating on the side over here, and they're just watching a bunch of you fuckers. The two of you just standing there and just, what the fuck is even going on? this lady over here goes, wait, look at that guy, the guy at the far over there. Something ain't right. He's like gassy air over him.
Spicy
What the
air.
fuck is yeah, spicy air? Fucking giant over there, says one dude. That can't be a human. Roll for initiative. This dexterity and speed.
I like how I rolled 12 twice in a row.
Hi, Nox. Honey.
Oh my god.
Oh man. Fucking double ones. Snake eyes. We've never had that happen before.
No, we've gotten snake eyes a time or two before, I think.
I don't know, not a snake eyes. Maybe just like a one, but not double ones. I know for sure we've had like repeating numbers. Evie with repeating numbers. Sorry, Edmund with repeating numbers. Cyrus, you go first with 3 decisions because you held 1 decision last turn.
Alright. You know, I have to ask, what's the difference between using Astronova and making a using making one out of silver magic? Because on paper they sound the same.
On paper, it sounds the same. Your silver construct needs a certain amount of AP upkeep, depending on the spell cast that you kept it up. So it could cost you more to keep the silver weapon up than it is your anima power. Anima power weapons also require upkeep no matter what, though they can break certain types of defenses depending on relics, armor, etc. So it all depends on what you're trying to apply for here. The long term of it all is your anima weapon could be better for breaking defenses, where your silver weapon, depending on what power you cast it at, be stronger but cost you more at the long term.
Alright, I'll make an axe. I'll spend 1 AP to make an axe using Astronova.
Okay, so you make an Astronova axe, gotcha.
Mm-hmm. You see,
Your tattoo.
wait,
Your
wait,
tattoo. Go ahead, you got it, go for it.
then he raises up his arm, and you see the tattoos on his arm start to glow, and you see an axe may have cosmic fire form in his hand.
Grabs it.
Weapon?
Yes, I just like you grab it with your right hand. Wow. The hell?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 2 more decisions.
Does there anything to say to that, or no? Or no?
You can
Oh,
still
by the
back
way,
away.
this will be for the accuracy bonus for Astronova. Want to point that out.
Accuracy bonus, gotcha. So the
Fuck
next
off!
if
That
you
said,
want
decision. Yeah.
Sorry, if you want Ben's reaction, he goes, you can still back out. It's a nice axe.
Technician, I'm going to just throw it at him.
Alright. I've been playing Elin, and my character's a throwing weapon character, and now I have to deal with Cyrus throwing weapons. Go ahead and roll dexterity plus your throwing skill.
The Dex. Throwing skill.
You're not a novice anymore. No, not initiate.
Like, and I'm after initiate. The second one, that would be. Hold on. I think it's apprentice.
No,
That's
no,
no, intermediate.
Novices start in you're an initiate.
Yeah, initiate for
The
throwing.
Yeah, your character sheet has it on Roll20 for us.
Yeah, I looked it up.
Yep. So
All
you
right
are
then.
an initiate, so that is 2d6, not 1d6. 11. Unfortunate. No, that's obviously a hit because he failed.
And plus, there's also +2 to that, so that would be Yeah, you said it, 13.
+2.
Oh no, Uh, 3, 3 plus 8. Oh, yeah, 3 plus 8 is
11.
11. And then with
Yeah.
the 2 plus 2, 13.
Wait, 3 plus 11. With 3 plus 8 is 11. Where do you get the extra bonus from?
Astronova, remember? Level 1, I either
Oh,
get an
after.
accuracy
Oh
boost
yeah, yeah,
or
yeah, yeah.
or a pop.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, um, go ahead and we're gonna do damage now, but damage here is unique since what's it called? We got layering to it. When the attack incomes and you land your hit successfully, Ven spends a reaction. It doesn't do anything noticeable that you can see though. Your attack continues to fly through the air as normally, and hits Ven on point. When you hit Ven, first we need to do the throwing invincibility you have. So when you throw the first object in the fight, you deal strength die. Half of the strength die result as damage, as force damage that may deal damage through the defense. So,
Okay.
uh, go ahead and roll your strength die, and we're gonna um, half the result and add it to the overall damage. Okay, so just 1 point of damage. So we're adding 1 point of damage, and then you're going to do because you threw this weapon because you threw your silver weapon. Go ahead.
Astronova, not
Sorry.
silver.
So if it's Astronova, then just roll strength and power.
Okay.
Jesus fucking yeah! Holy Toledo! That's 24 points of damage.
It's almost max damage.
Cyric, when you throw the axe, right? You see the axe hit followed by a large fucking explosion that is a burst 3. It nearly catches, no, actually, Honeydoll unfortunately gets caught into the explosion and rolls for a dexterity check.
I think you. Oh, that's dirty.
Yeah, sure.
She flies back, hitting the ground. Yes! Oh! The explosion, however, um, you notice, so here's the breakdown. Ben's still standing after the explosion's done. He looks unharmed from your axe. Astronova's missing. You realize a sharp tinged pain as you take 12 points of anima damage.
Awful.
This 12 points of damage goes through your defense.
I'm down to to health.
Neat little trick you got there with that axe. I warned you though, no one can beat my anima.
Ah. Fuck.
You have any little tricks left up your sleeve? You have one more decision and a reaction.
I'm gonna spend 2 AP to heal myself.
Okay. With silver magic, right?
Yes.
So you're gonna cast at a initiate level silver magic to heal yourself. Siren, you put your right hand up into the air and the silver crest appears around your hand. Roll 2d6 plus your intelligence to heal.
Okay. Rolling my int. And then 2d6 you said.
Yep, to heal. 10. 10 points of HP.
Roll 20, you raggedy bitch.
His turn. He wipes his forehead. Sure? You really sure, man? He just like fixes his collar. Actually, it's a little late. If you thought the first explosion was bad, Marco, Jeff, get the car, get out of here. Boss? Yeah, it's gonna be that serious this time. Boss, you promised Olivia that you wouldn't. I know what I promised. To shut up and get in the
Molto
goddamn
bene.
van. Hmm? What happened, line?
No, it's some funny stuff I'm getting. Molto bene. That's a good pizza.
Molto bene. I like. But Marco and Jeff bumble around before fleeing into a van that's nearby. Well, boss said he's gonna go all out. The spectators start to get really nervous when they see the thugs get into a car for their van, and they begin to like inch away from the battlefield. What are these guys talking about? On Ven's turn, he spends both of his decisions, a full turn. You see that you didn't notice it last turn. Cyrek, look up for me. Cyrek looks up on the Z-axis. He notices a floating meteor.
All right then.
What? Nah.
This meteor
Totally,
is coated
it's
in
still.
the meteorite is blue and it's coated in blue flames. It's coming down from the sky.
Oh, you may want to get the fuck out of there, man.
Yeah.
No, I already warned you. Vent speaks up. There isn't a way out of this one. Once you see the seventh sun, and once he says it at the start of turn 3, it breaks through. It makes like a sound boom through the upper sky, and you can just see boom, 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 boom. It's coming closer and closer. I can't even stop it now. You know, Zyrek, this is only the second time I've used this power. The first time was in this dream I've had. Didn't make sense. Giant floating hand thing. Must have hurt him like hell. Didn't bother me afterward.
I feel so honored.
I gave you the out.
Oh man.
Ren shrugs. I gave you the out. Roll for initiative.
Hey, this is turn 3.
Oh, Cody, you look like someone. Why do you look so sad when someone has bonus rage? Lance, I think you mean someone with a bonus stage.
Gotta admit, it's pretty great.
Oh, you rolled a 7. Luckily for you, though, you notice that Ven's on one knee talking shit to you. So he doesn't roll for initiative. You noticed.
Oh.
Well, go on. Give it your best shot. 2 decisions, 1 reaction, and of course a movement for flee.
A movement to flee.
I mean, you have a movement to leave the battle, but like, I don't think you're gonna want to run. So you really just have 2 decisions and a reaction.
So the thing is, I gotta get rid of this guy now. Okay.
If you can, yeah.
All right then, just for my survivability, since I went to my. Hold on. How many forms can I use now? I know if I'm still a champion form.
You can just use
Yeah.
2. Let me break it down for you. One is based on the silver magic. The other is based on your patronage. You haven't unlocked your patronage just yet. Also, how much AP do you spend this battle?
So far, I've only spent
So today.
3.
Okay, I'll keep your running total. I'll update it as we go along, and I'll keep asking you. So right now I clocked you at for 3 AP. This is the top of turn 3. I clocked you for 3 AP. So you have the silver form you can turn into from Dokel. No Kiel.
Mm-hmm.
You haven't fully unlocked it. All it gives you right now is enhanced stats and the temporary bonus stats. Being a power tier 6, so temporary HP, but you wouldn't recover any of your base HP if you're wounded. If you guys go wounded into a new form, no, actually, if you go wounded into a new form, you get healed. But if you come out of that form, you stay wounded, the way you were before entering the form.
So
So
my champion form, so 40 plus 40 temporary, and unlimited AP, and Dokio so just what's Dokio game besides perfect stats?
40 temporary HP too, but you haven't unlocked the other blessing part of the blessing gem. Once you do, you will get the full benefit, just like God Shattering Star.
All right, I'll go for silver champion form because I could use the AP.
These two are cackling like crazy. Is this just Simpson memes?
Yeah, how did you fucking guess?
Oh, don't call me the Sherlock in the room, but when you keep coming out of nowhere with those quotes, where the fuck do we have an artwork for your silver form?
Uh,
No, right?
hold on.
Okay, thank you.
Hey, Falcone, didn't this meme have a dead person in it?
Ah, that's it. You've been warned.
Ah, rats.
I know I had this sitting on for a reason.
Oh, that looks perfect. My God, dude, is that's Chief Ironside? But Chief Ironside looks like perfect picture for Conrad Condor. You can't lie to me. Well, that's perfect, actually.
An old Strono face.
Jeez, that is like a perfect picture. I just hope I'm able to catch it all in the token. Do you take a special stance? Do you have any special phrases you say as you take your silver form?
No, if you're gonna go all out, I have to do the same too. It's no time to be modest.
He pops up and smirks. It's good. Go on. Reach your highest potential. And Cyric's body coats itself with silver energy, transforming that to that massive form. But into a silver big visage, covered with energy blowing across his form. Ven looks fucking surprised. Huh? What the hell? What the hell is that? That's not an Anima user! That's not Anima power! What is that?
What can I say? I'm a man of many talents.
You have one more decision?
Okay, so I had a question I need to ask.
Ye-
Do you remember how I enhanced both my AP to Oh, bless you. So you remember how back in Aventura, Senric made a whole shield for the ship and using both silver magic and his AP2? Can he do that here?
Yes. There's the difference from there and here, though, is that there, I wasn't really counting what kind of mastery you were doing, I was just WYSIWYGing it. Here, because now we have the actual mastery system in place, it'll be a lot easier for me to explain how this works for you and your unlimited AP. You cast at your highest skill level, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because you can cast AP all willy-nilly. And Cyric's current silver level is you finally gain enough experience to become journeyman. Correct? So now you can cast if you weren't in Silver Champion form, it would be 5 AP to cast the spell, but you can cast a Journeyman shield, right? And you can
Mm-hmm.
cast that shield using infinite AP. So you can make that Journeyman spell as large or as imposing as possible, or as powerful as possible, with all the AP you can put it. But it's not ever going to be a stronger tier. Just it's more enhanced. If that's what I'm trying to come across.
But the thing is, if I combine it with Astronaut reaching a reaction, I want to bounce any damage that it would do, if it gets through, and put it all into Ven. Just like at Aventura.
Did you actually bounce the damage back to that monster?
It did, yeah, and she wounded him. It's right before Morgana reversed everything.
Yeah, but you got knocked the fuck out.
Yeah?
So you start to become a swirl of silver energy around you as you begin to muster up the energy and strength. You'll need to have a full turn dedicated to 2 decisions to do this. Like you need 2 decisions to complete that like effect. And you cannot be knocked out of this event of this ability. So
But I
right
only
now,
have one.
right now you only have 1 decision. So you start the first part of the incantation, creating the shield. So it won't have the ability to reject or revert incoming attacks. It will keep you safe though.
Is he insane?
As you create this
Is
silver
Ven
shield,
insane?
Wait, hold on. As Cyrex is creating this massive silver shield around him, a whirling silver energy, Ven blinks a bit and goes, "Huh? You think a shield's gonna keep you safe from the seventh sun? You idiot! Nothing can stop the seventh sun. The seventh sun's
Oh,
unbreakable. What's it called? Hold on. The seventh sun's undodgeable. It's unstoppable.
I'm sorry, Lance, but I don't want any damn vegetables.
So with that, we're going to end our current viewing of this fight. Because now we're gonna move on to Nico. I know it's such a tone drop, but
I'm gonna go pee.
yeah, go.
BRB.
Dude, she needs premium, Nico. Premium.
Nico, do you
I'm in
want
a
to remind?
taxi on my way to school.
And so I told my ex-wife, "You ain't gonna get the custody on my pygmy. I mean, I paid good money on that pygmy." And then she looked at me, her cross-eyed broad, and said, "Oh, that's our pygmy, 'cause I also paid for it." And I says to her, "Bitch, I'll give you another one. You get me, Mister?"
I can't believe that whore tried to steal custody of your pygmy.
You talk about my wife like that again, I'll get the pygmy myself.
I'm so sorry, sir. I didn't mean any harm by it. This is Nico's just like dead, staring out the window, desperate for literally anyone else to be his driver.
That's you drive past, he just watches you, and you look at it. It's like it just shakes his head, like no.
Do I
No,
happen
so
to see a massive flaming blue ball of fire in the air?
well, if you really want to be able to see that, trust me, as I'll get to that. Like I like keeping continuity. Trust me.
No,
So right,
I'm
yeah,
just if it happens, just let me know.
totally. Yeah.
But yeah,
How's Nico feeling? I mean, outside of what you just heard earlier was a kabuki, so it's not really the guy in the car. Your taxi, the taxi driver is just quiet. These guys tend to be that way. They don't really talk.
mm,
They're trained to fucking drive long distances and shit, so they don't have much to say. How's Nico feeling on his ride over to the Hammer District?
Nico is desperately trying his best not to like fall asleep in the car because he feels like it's one improper and two unsafe. Um, like it's like falling asleep in an Uber.
Oh yeah,
You
not a
know?
smart choice. Thankfully for
Yeah.
for this taxi service of the Spiral taxi cab service, they know that it's long ass like drives between places, so they offer sleeping options and beverages, and they can pull over somewhere to get use the bathroom and such. It's all part of the ongoing payments you guys put on. So that's why your rides are 1,000 and shit. Because it's also the cab driver going, "Yeah, go to sleep in the back. Don't worry, I got these caffeine pills. I'm seeing color and I'm hearing sound." Sorry, I'm seeing sound. I'm listening to color.
It's Bro's like has like a fucking VR headset on.
Yeah,
It's like I am the car.
I am the. Yeah, honestly, we're not too far away from that from the Spiral City. In the music lounge, there'll be the Traverse Town music. Oh, not the word. I meant YouTube. And that would be what's currently like the OST for Nico listening to, not like in his broad area as he's being pulled into the Hammer District. And you see in the Hammer District there are multiple dome-shaped buildings. This is the most unique like unique part of
Wind.
Spiral City where uh, the buildings here have its own architectural design of like these dome-shaped buildings. They look circular at the top and they stand undulating with multiple side buildings on their sides to come up with them. There's the canopy, the Hammer District canopy, that has the top part and the under half, where the top half has all the stores and the under half of the canopy has all the resources that are pulled in from from the market district. You are pulled through the highway and are driven through. Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
You are driven through the highway district in order to go through avoid the canopy and come to the school district, where there, even as close as you are, even as far as you are, you can see it there. Garden Mythfall, one of the two only gardens within a Spiral City. Garden is the prestigious school that the Spiral Council has created in order to teach the elite of Spiral City and the Upper Spire. The education here is considered the best. And Nico, this garden, while impressive to many, Garden Avalon is
It's in
better.
battle.
Yeah, no, he's been to Garden Avalon. Garden Avalon is twice the size.
Oh, it's like rich people's school, but for poor people. Ugh.
The cab driver pulls you up to the entrance. All right.
You sure this is the right place? It's not the orphanage?
This is This is Garden Mythfall. You wanted to get to Garden Mythfall. Here we are.
Alright. Well, I tip him. I know I already subtracted the money from my inventory.
Sure. Then
How much money do I have? Let me double check. 78,800. I think it was like
Look at the.
was it 200 or 1,200?
Let's look at the rewards.
Yeah, there's a reward page for it.
True. So okay, so it was 1,200. Yeah. Okay. So I will tip him an additional $300.
The man blinks a
Dude,
bit
I
and
wouldn't
smiles.
drop.
Well, thanks. I
Don't worry,
appreciate it.
son. He's
You
gonna come on.
You gain favor in the Spiral City cab service.
Um, should I put that under my items or?
Oh no, that's something I check.
I'm joking.
Yeah, your
he's like,
your relationship factions are my tracking business. Don't worry.
okay. He's like,
Like, I want to imagine, like, as soon as you give him that, as your hands are touching, you see, like, social link. You can acquire a new social link.
Spiral City cab service. We'll remember that.
If you want to be fanatical with it, as soon as you give him the tip, In front of his face, a dialogue box would appear, only that you can see uh, Nico, and it reads what I said earlier. Favor has been gained in Spiral City Cat Service. It doesn't denote how much favor. Just favor has been gained.
It just shows me like a short MP4 of like the meal that this bought his kid.
The JPEG that you bought for his kid. All right.
It's like, I appreciate
Got
your service. It would have been a long walk otherwise.
And you find yourself at the entrance
All right.
of Garden Mythal. And in Garden Mythal, the music does change. Before I give it to you guys, you stand at the threshold of the entrance to Garden Mythal. And as you do so, there are a multitude of students passing by. And the animation budget's too low, so just, imagine with me here, chat.
Work with me, chat. Work with me.
From this view, the smell of the garden is of that of clean air. The area is clean. You see students, faculty members alike, walking and going in different places. You look up the Z-axis, and you can see the greater garden itself. This massive building that stands unique within even Spiral City itself. It has this unique crust above its dome building, and it rotates ever so slowly. You can see that the sigil, or whatever the hell it is that floats over this thing, it also is the same in Garden Avalon. It just floats.
It's like Garden Avalon just has a bigger dick, but that's besides the point. But Nico will kind of cough to himself, tug at his neckline. Right. Off to have a meeting, and he will wander onto the campus space and search for a faculty member who can direct him toward the man who requested his presence. Well, not requested his presence, but the man I was told to meet with by the security for the lower spire.
Sure. He told you that you are probably best at meeting the dean or the headmaster here.
Yeah. I'm off to find a faculty member to ask where I can find them.
All right. What you need to do is connect your PlayStation 1 analog stick controller and begin to move down the corridor. You can use that by the directional pad and the you can only use the directional pad because we don't have the analog stick.
Yeah, the instructions are in poorly translated Japanese, so it's asking you for parts of the PlayStation controller that haven't hit America yet. Please plug in your DualShock controller.
Damn, Moonspeak!
I would love to start walking, but I can't control my token.
No.
Well, yeah, you don't have the right controller.
Yeah, honestly.
Hold on, let me plug in. I only have
like
Xbox.
Dungeon
Does
said,
that work?
he likes
Not my pockets. They're a little empty. You know what I'm saying?
No, I only have an Xbox controller. Does that work?
I'd rather have the crab juice.
It doesn't have DualShock, but I do have fun little buttons on the back of it that I can press instead of my triggers.
From here, you can see you can interact with the crowd of students, the crowd of faculty members. You can interact with the security guards that are standing at the entrance. You can interact with the trash can, and for whatever reason, there seems to be a pygmy standing on a box. I'll put the pygmy there.
I like.
No one seems to be giving the pygmy a mind of his day. He's just standing there. He also has a little, like a easel that's empty behind him.
The end is nigh.
What?
An easel.
If you've seen a playthrough or have played through Stray, there's this one part where you have like a UV light around you to protect the cat from the weird little like Squimblow monster things. I want you to imagine any pygmy does that to Nico. He like physically cannot get closer than like 4 feet to it.
Teach us this power.
Yeah, he's just like remains always 5 feet away from pygmies. He's going to walk up to a security guard with his badge at
Yeah,
the
what?
ready.
Racist.
Yes,
Racist.
more classist than anything.
He's
This
gonna
is like
disappear. He's gonna look huge for a second.
whoa,
Oh, that's a,
Yeah.
I
Genji
love his look.
Overwatch?
Ooh, that's a.
Genji Overwatch. Is that you?
No.
Yeah,
Sorry,
Nico
I'm gonna be.
will.
I'll let you free roam when I get you the chance. But these
No, you're fine.
they're destinations, and I'll just railroad you guys
Yeah,
into the
it's-
spot as you wish. You make your
Yeah,
way
yeah.
to the security checkpoint, and you find 2 security guards standing there. When you
Not
approach
until the
them,
phone.
one of them holds his left hand out. Hey, we need your ID before you go forward.
Good morning to you too. And he produces it from his front pocket and hands it over. It's like, I just came from the Lower Spire checkpoint in Travail. They directed me here.
Well, yeah, don't you know? He takes the ID. They lock down the lower access to the lower spire. What are you, living under a rock or something? No, imagine he was living on a bench or something. The other one says.
Nico just like, imagine like creaky door.mp4 as Nico like slowly turns his head toward the other guard who said the bench remark.
Finally, look at
Before,
him.
like-
The guard looks back at you, Nico, but doesn't say anything. And then a few seconds of nothing, and then iron pipe sound effect. The other guard holding your security badge goes, "Whoa, you're a student of Avalon. Uh, yeah, you're a student of Avalon. No wonder
That
why
I
you
am.
try to go to the. No wonder why you try to go to the checkpoint first.
But unfortunately,
Miko Vega.
following yes. Unfortunately following and I don't know if there's like the overarms equivalent of like a wizard conjuring fire on his fingertip to show that he has magic, of doing that with my anima in some way. But basically he does that to the equivalent of like, unfortunately due to certain circumstances a handful of months ago, I ended up on the wrong side of a few people's shit lists and only recently got myself back into the city proper. And learned the hard way that Lower Spire was closed off for the moment.
Shit to be on the wrong side of the spire, huh? Well,
Hey,
let
yo,
me
that
just-
anima
let me
user.
just- hold on. As you do the flare thing with your fingertips, the pygmy in the distance goes, "Hey yo, that's an anima user! He did that thing with his fingers!"
Creaky door.mp4.
Oh, you're getting
I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to get a soundboard of that.
You're getting a lot of usage of that MP3.
I'm gonna have to get a fucking MP3 of that. Just like a door creak.
Back to the scene at hand, the security guard goes, "Let me go check in with the dean real fast." He steps into
That
his
would be
security
lovely.
booth and takes a phone call in. As the other security guard, allows other people coming and going. You see, he takes out a machine, reads the card, and scans them through. And we can go past with no problem.
Yeah, is that little guy got little triad, triple triad going on?
You do have some time while the security guard is waiting for the info. Do you want to wait, just stand there and wait, or do you want to interact, like go through the trash, the faculty, students, talk with the pygmy?
I think the last thing I want to do after he made the bench comment is start digging through garbage.
Hey, man, you found-
actually think that sounds like my personal hell.
Could you imagine you find like an elixir in the garbage can? Look at this is a top tier
Don't
JRPG
say
moment
that.
happening here.
Don't say that. Also, clarification question I have to ask you for for something, Mr. DM. The gold relic ticket I have in my inventory. This is classified as a consumable item, correct?
It's classified as I allow those as key items because I don't want them to take up your inventory.
Okay. What was the other? I know there was another thing we got.
Have I explained what the ticket does to you? Because I know
No.
you guys. Do you guys remember?
Yeah, I remember. They
You
help
wanna
to
tell
make
them?
golden tickets are allowed to help you make rare relics, not legendary, because you need a higher tier ticket for that.
I don't know what those
Oh,
are.
I was thinking of the drop of anonymity.
Yes.
Anonymity.
Anonymity.
That one's a consumable question mark? I don't
Yes, a
remember.
consumable relic. Yes.
Okay, cool. Wanted some clarification there. All right.
Relic?
Excuse me. Yeah. So Nico will while standing there, is like to the guard. He's like, well, if you don't mind my asking, any relevant garden news I may have missed out on the past few months?
We recently finished the entrance exam for gardens. What's it called? So in the garden society, there's a ascension training program. You were hotline on getting yours done. So he tells you that they just finished that. They just finished their early year entrance exams, and they won't be allowing the renewals until the half year part of this year.
Nico goes, fuck.
Well, it's
Like
not like
puts
you
his
were
head in his
able.
hand.
Yeah, well, he looks at you. The guard looks at your reaction, kind of gives you a small shrug. It's not like you would able to do anything anyway. Garden Avalon's access was closed anyway.
No, I know. Just I was hoping I might be able to transfer my progress to here and finish that at least. Fuck.
Let's start a new save, forehead.
Jesus.
Do New Game Plus. AP1 only run.
Yeah, man. AP1, no items, no buffs of
No
the
walking either.
Dude, that's where I'm already at. I don't know what you want. What do you mean? the one thing I have is the relic ticket. And a few $1,000. That's what I got, man.
God, I'm so poor. Starts crying to his thousands and thousands of gold points.
It's like, all right. Anything else? Have there been strides or academic changes in the light of the uprising of Anima? Or...
The Mithril Baller. No, sorry, not Mithril Ball. The Mithril Guardians fought the Gridiron Knights in Blood Bowl for the opening season.
Oh, how'd they do?
Well, the Mithril Knights need more fucking training. That's for damn sure. Those damn Gridiron kids. They got some sort of They fight different. They fight dirty.
Yeah, I've not heard good things the past few days of Gridiron.
How far are you to Spiral City?
I was in Spiral City for 4 months before, I think. 3
Where,
months,
under
I
a
think.
rock? Did
No,
anyone give
I'm
you...
asking you. I'm asking you. I
Oh.
think I was here for 3 months before the Nelcru shit happened.
Yeah, give or take 3 months.
Yeah, he's like, well, I was living in Garden Avalon for about 3 months, and then I was indisposed of against my will for the better part of 8 months or so, and now I'm here.
Oh. Sounds like you had some shit luck, kid.
You can say that again.
Sounds like you had some shit luck. You look at the fact that Nico pushed the egg button again. Ah, damn it.
Come on, Nico.
The
Don't be
security
like that to these guys.
the security guard steps out from the booth. Yeah, the dean proved that he can we can allow not, sorry, Nico through the checkpoint.
Starting their jobs. Say your dad knows the guy.
He hands you the ID, your ID
Oh,
badge. There
renegade.
you go. Welcome to Garden Mythal. Dean Jasper said that he wants you to see wants you to see him at his office.
Certainly, I appreciate your guys' assistance.
Wait here for a bit more. There's an instructor sent to grab you.
Fantastic. Thank you. It's...
Okay, so you're gonna be waiting out here for a little bit longer.
Sure.
Group of students keep talking. That group of teachers are gone. There were faculty members. You can't really tell. The pygmy's still there on the box.
Is he still like just like saying random shit to me?
No, he's not saying
He is
anything.
upon us.
He's eyeing
Repent.
you up. His eyes are following
Gotcha.
you every time you move. He follows you.
What's the details of this little guy? What's
I'm
the guy
going,
going
you
on?
know, I'm going to
He has yellow fur.
I'm going to absentmindedly just like remove a gold coin from my my pocket, just start like twirling it between my fingers while I wait. I'm just looking out of the corner of my eye just to see if like there's any like visible reaction. I'm just curious.
There's a
Well, I just landed to its
fucking
eye.
There's a floating fucking crystal above its head. God damn it! It's an interactable. Do interact with it or not. We do anything more. It's like, what do you want me to do? I can't move from here.
I'm in my own purgatory.
I'm going
This
to
is the first
maintain.
hell.
I'm going to maintain a distance of 8 feet away from the pygmy, but I'll get closer. I want to see what this guy's preaching. I feel like he's preaching to me.
You approach the safe distance as one should towards the pygmy. Hello there. I couldn't help but notice that you stand out from the rest of the. He looks around. Students. So-
Nico wearing a plain white shirt and a black vest. Like he's not exactly a Lancer Kingly out here with like a fucking red sleeveless duster and a fucking headband.
I got a
He's
novel
like,
idea. I got a novel idea, but I need a sound investment. It might sound like a Ponzi scheme because you're supporting the lower half, and I'll support you when I get the money. But hear me out. I got this revolutionary idea for. He puts a advertising bill on the easel. It reads, "Spiral Triddledad." It has several images of like pictures on cards with different stats. You see, I got this whole system planned out, and even he puts another picture on the easel. 4-dimension triple triad. That's right, baby. 4 different playboards.
Say that again.
So he's saying that he has a design for 4 different playboards all at once.
of what? Is this like a game?
Card game.
Sure.
I don't think Nico knows what that is.
No, the pygmy shows it's a card game. It has a numbered system on a north, west, east, and south, and it goes from denotions of 1 to 9, and then it goes with letters. The pygmy doesn't have letters right now. We're not worried about the letter figure. He has an early concept board, and he's willing to give you on a low price, on a very low price of 1,000 gold pieces, a starter deck based on your character, Nico.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Does anyone else play this game?
Yes.
Are
That's
you
the
lying
thing. I
to
need
me?
you to advertise for me.
Are you by chance lying to me?
The pygmy produces a small card. It shows in the front of picture of it the image of the Box Network. I am a member of the Box Network organization, and I'm able to use their platform to advertise. So we're gonna advertise to all the Animo users to get them hooked onto the card game. The idea is that that there'll be different Animo users guys can play card games against and get unique card prizes that you couldn't gain if you just killed them. No, I don't care if it was on their inventory and you ate them. No, it doesn't count. You have to play them to
So
be
so
feel
I
good.
beat
called
so
out.
so I have to beat them in Caravan from Fallout to win their money and then kill them
Yeah. And yes,
to
you're getting
take their
called out.
items.
Getting called out.
Is it going to be as convoluted as trying to play Caravan in New Vegas? Because I really
No,
hope
no,
so.
no. It's pretty simple.
It's
As long as
gonna be
as
so
long as you when you play the card, as long as the card side is facing a value on the, like so when you place a card, it'll have values across all over its surface, each side. If another card was placed on this 9x9 grid in an area above, below, or left or right with a value greater than the value printed on your card, then that card becomes captured by the enemy and it goes back and forth. That's the simplest way to go for it. The pygmy, aka me, don't have it right now, but he's willing to sell you at a very low price of 1,000 gold pieces. The starter pack of your character and then the theme of your character being academic, you'll get your character plus 5 academic cards that fit the same theme. Huh.
800.
How dare you haggle? The pygmy opens his jaws and you can see the 2 rows of teeth as it undulates. Ah!
Remember, it has 4 facing eyes.
800
It's a predator.
801.
Oh shit.
I was really hoping it was going to be like, sold!
No, no.
The comedy.
Before
The
you
comedy of
conti-
it, though.
Before you continue pissing the pygmy further, Mr. Vega, a soft voice speaks up behind you.
Mm. He turns around.
She'll appear as a giant first, but I'll shrink her down to regular size in just a moment. A feminine lady about 5. Oh, nope, wrong person. Whoop. Did I not finish making your token? Oh, I didn't. Whoops. A feminine lady approaches you.
Well,
No,
while
I'm
you...
sorry, it's behind you, and she looks at you when you turn to face her, a little concerned. You may not want to get too close to those.
He's like, I've been very particular about maintaining at least like a 5-foot boundary. I've not had fantastic experiences thus far.
He's trying to haggle me! Yeah, but you've been trying to sell cards to people with numbers on them. They kind of mean something! Y'all think I'm crazy! Lance wouldn't think I'm crazy.
Lancelot McKinley not thinking you're crazy
Wait,
is not
do
really a
do
very
you know
high
his name,
bar.
Lance?
Well, of course he wouldn't. Lance doesn't think.
Yes, he offered me a room in the police station last night, yes.
Oh.
Ah, yes, the negotiator.
Crazy. I was crazy once.
I still am, but I was once too.
Yes, I'm familiar with Lance McKinley and the
there
rest
you
of Squad Zero.
Oh.
Shadow Clone no Jutsu.
Maybe me being friends with Lance will get him to accept my $800 price point.
No, I'll still bite your shins off.
Just tell him you know what he did to Lance, and Lance knows, but Lance doesn't know where to find him. If he wants to keep it that way.
Nico's like, alright.
Do you want to catch that McKinley fade, or are you going to run them pockets?
You're Nico Vigo.
Sorry, there's a sneeze. Okay, the sneeze is not coming. I tell the pygmy that I'll come talk to him later, and then I follow this kind woman.
He's not leading you anywhere. She just stands there and introduces herself with a smile, like, so you're Nico, right? Yeah, be careful around those things, those pygmies.
Yes, Nico Vega.
She holds her hand out. My name's Quizella. Quizel. You can call me Q if you like. I am your. I am Mitfal's general instructors.
General instructor, and it was Quizelle, correct?
Quinzel, yeah.
Oh, with an
So
N.
so Quinzel.
N. Gotcha. I missed the N. That was it. All right. Just I was making a note of that. Perfect. Like, Miss Quinzel, it is a pleasure to meet you, and I appreciate uh, everybody's assistance today. It's been a stressful couple of months.
Well, no worries. It's perfectly fine, and it's understandable with the situation that the security guard is facing. We understand that you. Get disadvantage for Nico. Thank you. We'll keep that going forward.
God
Thank you for
fucking damn you. Can I? Wait,
Boom.
hold on. I got this. Hold on. Wait, where is it?
Well, there you go, Presley. I'm gonna roll a 1d100 at disadvantage now. What's gonna happen to the audience? I don't know. I've never done this before.
You roll a 1 and end stream.
Dun 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 dun. I don't know. 38. The effect isn't noticeable to the players just yet. 50 up and you banned me. Well, lucky you. I had to take the lowest of the two. Said it wasn't a 50. Anyway, back to the roleplay at hand.
Mhm.
So, let me go ahead and introduce and show you around the garden at Mythfall. I understand that you come from Garden Avalon, so it's an honor to have you here. Truly, it's nice to have one of our students from our garden come.
So, it is a pleasure to be here, and ideally I'll be able to make myself comfortable here, considering I'm not going to be getting back up into Avalon anyway. But I've high hopes to finish my studies.
Well, that's good. You did hear that we just finished the Ascension testing. Sorry, we just finished the Ascension tests, right?
Unfortunately, yes, I was.
Well, you may have missed the window. You still have a great chance to get it into this year's second one.
Yes, unfortunately, it's a little disheartening because I was already almost finished with my primaries before things happened a few months ago. But
It's unfortunate. Come, let's walk and talk. And
what's done is done.
she leads you through Mythval's entrance. I hope that disadvantage really fucks you over. He speaks from the chest as as Nico is led through into the main garden lobby. If you thought the entrance was busy with students, inside is filled with no tokens. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, having a ton of tokens lags the page, so just work with me. There's a lot of people, there's a lot of students here running around.
This brings back.
Quinzel walks you up to
What the hell's
Quinzel
going on in the Twitch chat?
people. I love all the work. You the, the guy must know
Okay,
Trinity.
okay.
Yeah, he lives in my house.
Oh, alright.
He lives with he's the hole that he's the mole that lives in my whole wall. When the queue walks you over to a board. Here, you can always find a map that'll point you in any direction you'll need to find in any of the places within Garden Mythval. But you probably knew that since Avalon has its own sort of landing uh, board, right?
I assume it did. He's like, yeah, it was quite helpful in my early days.
Well, good. That's the same here. We're gonna go ahead and take the elevator. I just wanted to show you from here. You can go to the cafeteria. We have our training grounds, a library, to the classroom, And we're gonna go to the Dean's area, but I just wanted to point out the other locations we have, including a full gym and a swimming pool.
A mushroom garden. The competition for the hot dogs and meals is getting out of hand. We are doing our best to provide everyone with enough food. So please be patient and conduct yourself in orderly fashion. Thank you. As well as you know, magic and weapons are prohibited inside the cafeteria.
What if you are a magical weapon?
You're not allowed in the cafeteria.
Damn it!
If you're a power tier 2 or greater, you're not allowed in. Points at the
Oh
sign.
god! Oh.
That's
Oh.
discrimination!
Yeah.
What the hell, man?
Okay. Let's go ahead and meet the headmaster. We'll take the elevator and make our way. Do you have any questions while we're traveling? About Garden? Mifel?
No, it seems relatively straightforward.
Well, yes, of course. It's just, if, for any reasons you had anything you wanted to say or speak upon.
I'll be certain to if I do.
Yeah, I've got a question, says Edmund. It's never a good thing when the guy from Gridiron got a question. Was that damn Gridiron night? Gridiron. Whose sassy lost homeless child is this? That's fair. Much academy people, students. Very well. Hugh leads you through the elevator that leads up the headmaster's room. And in the headmaster's room, this large opened office plant room, circular room, you can see out this window the Spiral City itself. The multitude of buildings that make up the majesticness of Spiral City. There are intoned books behind him, and the headmaster stands up when you guys enter the room. Ah, sorry, not headmaster. The dean. Sorry, not headmaster. He is in the headmaster's room, but this is the dean you're speaking with.
Hmm.
Ah, Q. And this you brought Nico. Yes, I did. Good, good, good. Hello there, Nico. I am Dean Jasper of Garden Midfowl.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Jasper.
It's an unfortunate series of events that have led us to meet each other, Mr. Vega. Before we get into the official business of the garden, I do want to just clarify. You are Vega, correct? Of the Vega family dynasty? Mining dynasty?
Yes, that is correct.
So, your family employs miners. Sorry, couldn't help myself.
Of the earthworking variety, yes.
No. He doesn't ask that, but
I know. I know.
Mr. Vega.
Oh, Miles!
We have a serious policy between gardens when it comes to integrations with our students. While we are a large community at heart, you must understand, and Jasper fixes his glasses, we have strict protocols in place to keep one group of our students in the garden that they're meant to be in. And we are left with a rather diggy situation, Mr. Vega. You see, our garden's policy would not allow us to allow you to be entered in our would not allow you to be part of our
Administration.
student program. It wouldn't allow you to be part of the student program and become part of Garden, even though you're already a student in Avalon, because we have two different it's two different learning centers. So you're not enrolled in Mythfall. You're only enrolled in Avalon. And even though Avalon's more prestigious than Mythfall, they just can't break the rules, especially for someone who comes from Avalon.
Mm-hmm.
So, the periodic red tape has had my arm behind my back here, Mr. Vega. I can't do much more than lend you some housing and housing coupons and food coupons if you need some. But
Really,
otherwise, Mhm.
the
Please
primary
go be poor
assistance.
somewhere else.
Really, the primary assistance that you could offer, if is if there's any way you may be able to procure my belongings from my dorm in the Golden Avalon. As I was not able to get myself back there physically, I was told by the guards at the security point into Lower Spire that my best bet at retrieving my things would be going through you.
Mr. Vega, you seem to be a smart, learned man. I wish to ask you one simple question. To your request of Garden Mythval regaining your lost luggage, as it were, how would I or any of the staff of Garden Mythval get into the upper spire to procure your equipment if they blocked access, including transportation, Mr. Vega? I, nor no one else, unless the Spiral Council deems it, will go to the lower spire.
It's like a personal problem. Get my shit.
Mhm.
He's not a headmaster, he's the dean.
An awful lot of excuses out of this headmaster.
Not the headmaster, he's the dean.
I don't care what his name is.
I thought Headmaster Kalis, I thought Headmasters would be bigger and cost an entire franchise.
Well,
Why must you be like this?
When the Q stands up, wait, you saying that we can't enroll him, but we do have a foreign exchange. We do have a foreign in a foreign, not foreign exchange, but a foreign student training program for displaced citizens of East and West Bay. Surely we can't just enroll him in like that. What? The dean looks annoyed with Q. You- I, 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 I suppose we could take the entrance exam through the West Bay East Bay Initiative program. Not that we ever have anyone passing that program, that test.
It's an impossible test. No one passed it.
The test is just last waiting until someone come in the room. Ah, finally, he says. He stands.
Wow, you look strong.
um, uh, Nico looks to the dean, and he's like, I would be more than happy to attempt this exam if it would mean the ability for me to continue attending the garden, as it proved a very prestigious and exciting opportunity for myself and my family to
He sits
study
down.
here.
He was standing up, energized. He just sits down, pouting. I suppose but you'll still need to cover the entrance fee of 15,000 gold pieces.
Jesus Christ.
We are an academy after all.
Running that hustle.
Isn't there a reduction to the Miss Quinzel? May I remind you that you are a second year general instructor. I will ask for your feedback when required. Snaps the dean.
Nico takes a small, like a half step forward, not putting himself in front of Quinzel, but just like putting himself more like front in the conversation with the dean, and he goes,
Yeah.
Well, Dean Jasper, firstly, greatly appreciate the opportunity to be able to take the entrance exam once again, and I can very, very easily procure for you my schooling history, and if they are available, I would love to apply for an academic scholarship as well.
The academic scholarships, the dean intones, have already been used and it's allocated they will be reallocated throughout the later half of the March and April months, as
Certainly,
it's closer to the
certainly,
test itself, the test that they want people to
yeah,
ascend to.
like, certainly, I don't intend to cause any undue difficulties onto the school, and of course, scholarships
This
often take
entrance
some time
fee,
to get.
the test fee, the test fee is not the same as yours tuition fee that will come up eventually. We're
No,
looking at
of
least
course
at
not.
150,000 gold pieces for that.
We already have one homeless person. It's like, no, absolutely. And while my entrance into the Avalon was fully covered by academic scholarship, I understand that not all scholarships are created equal. However, still, it would behoove me to still attempt to apply for such a scholarship, and should it decide to retroactively cover the exam fee that I'm more than happy to pay now, then that can always just be paid back to me as a reimbursement of sorts.
The administratum will deal with the inner details of your late admission. Miss Q, no, General Instructor Q, yes, Dean, you will be responsible for Mr. Vega. His grades and academic approach must not fall lower than a average of A's. No, sorry, a B average. Yes, we can do that very easily. I believe in your talent, right, Mr. Vega?
Well, considering I was top of all of my classes in the time I was
Yes,
in
yes,
Avalon, I
yes,
have
yes, yes. The dean cuts you off. You're smart. We understand that. Now, I have other
Shit,
business to
Ninja, that's all
attend
you had to
to.
say.
literally asked me. He literally asked me if
I
I was
know,
confident. And I
I
said,
know, I know.
no. I just thought it was funny.
Now, I have other business to attend to. Out of my office.
Certainly. I
Both of you.
appreciate the opportunity to speak with you, Dean
Oh,
Jasper.
Jasper, yep. And
Um, as we walk out, I just absentmindedly wrap my knuckles on the sign on the door that says headmaster's office.
come on. I'll take you to the dormitory. At least I'll
That would be
give you a.
lovely, Miss Quinzel.
Oh shit! I didn't create the dormitory. That's fine.
Well, you at force, kid. Sorry. The problem is that we don't have the budget like Avalon does, so you have to make believe. Though it is a
I'm gonna push you down.
control.
I'm gonna push you down a flight of steps, Katie.
Hold on, don't worry, I got you.
You have to make believe. So
Shutterstock.
you're
There
being
we
led
go.
down. Let's at least have you led down this hallway.
I sent you a stock image of a bed.
Here, you can live here.
Shut-
This cardboard box. Come on. After this bit, once we get to the dormitory to show Nico where he lives, we're gonna patch onto the hell, the Nico Vega. That's not Nico Vega. Vincent in hell, and then round us off with Lance.
I assume I'm all rested up.
Yeah.
You mean Wested? You in hell? Why would you need West?
I'm just making sure.
It's like one giant day.
So
It's like
nice.
that episode of
Last
like
I'm
that when
about to drag your ass down here. There's a lot of people down here actually who would like to talk to you.
it's like that is an actual threat. I don't know how to feel about that,
Open up a
Caleb.
little recruitment booth. Do you want to throw hands, Lance
Huh.
McKinley
So
sign
who
here?
took Nico on? What do you mean who took Nico on? Do you have any questions for Quinn as you guys are walking through the hallway and me just making the dorms real fast?
As we walk, he looks to her. He's like, so curiosity, where would I go for the library or knowledge repository of any sort?
And she'll give you the instructions. But now you know where to go to the Atrium of Enlightenment. Yeah,
Perfect.
you can go there
Wonderful.
in order to
Demon admin
study.
arc starts now.
I don't know if the Green's gonna appreciate that, dude.
Demon.
Fucking God, it's just a lot of Final
This
Fantasy 8
image,
assets.
the image just reminds me of that one Family Guy skit where Chris got pulled into the milk and everything got turned into line art.
Yeah, stay. How's that song go again?
Take me
Um,
on.
Hey, on me.
Here we are. This is one of the shared dormitories that you'll be staying in for a while. Well, unless you fail the test, that is, and well, you won't be
That's
admitted
off the airlock.
off the airlock.
There's already one demon worshipping the green.
For fear of sounding perhaps a little egotistical, I do not have any worries about failing the exam.
No, that's good. That's good. 90% of applicants fail, so I'm rooting for you, honestly.
Well, hopefully I can remain part of the 4% that scored top marks, as I have once.
All right, I'll let you get accustomed, and you'll have roommates that introduce themselves as they come back from classes and their jobs across the garden. If I can leave you just one piece of advice, she leans in. Don't keep the bottom of your bed filled with stuff. Don't leave it empty. The pygmies will move in. She leans away.
It's like, right.
Welcome to
I'll
garden.
be.
don't listen to
Garden
him. That's a
Myth.
lie.
Quarter panel when Queen leaves, the quarter panel moves from around your feet. Nico, don't listen to her. She's lying.
Is it the same pygmy that was selling cards?
No, it's
Oh,
a
okay.
brown furred pygmy. Don't listen to her. She's lying.
Nico like jumps a fucking mile and skitters across the room like a scared cat.
And with that, we're gonna transition to the head of beast, the head of monster that is.
Alright, so I assume we're in the bar then.
Yee. We
So
had
out of
just
curiosity, lady, why exactly do you want to kill a demon?
you step outside the bar with the crimson, excuse me, with the crimson lady in tow. When you are outside of the Hells and Demons bar, Hell's Wrath himself stares and like licks his lips appropriately, watching the woman that just came out with you. She looks unbothered by Hell's Wrath and looks unfazed by your question. Isn't it obvious? Killing demons is the only thing worthwhile doing in prison.
Prison, you say? So you're in the prison, but not the prison in the lower level.
Well, I mean, Necropolis is a prison of souls.
I thought that was more a repository.
Uh,
But
just follow this.
I can understand wanting to kill demons because there's nothing better to do.
Well, no, I need to kill demons.
Why do you
I'm
need to
not.
kill demons?
I'm not going to get into it much, but I was cursed by a witch, and that's why I'm here.
Shouldn't have eaten that fucking apple.
Is this the clones dorms from Star Wars? No. Lion is the only one. Like, I mean, it's a Final Fantasy. Garden Mythfall is just basically Garden Final Fantasy Garden. Final Fantasy 8. But yeah, I was cursed by a witch, and I need to kill demons. Keep it simple. You're going to kill
Alright, then.
demons. You need help, don't you? I mean, I don't think you can handle it by yourself. And big guy, she looks over at Hell's Wrath. Well, I'm intimidating, sure. You only got one of those guys.
Oh, I assure you, I am one, but we are legion.
When you say we are Legion, three, like he says at the same time, so like we are, and he goes, we are Venom.
This is
Looks
what
back at
happens
Hell's
when I
Wrath.
let you watch Disney Plus.
I likes the Disneys in the plot.
No, oh no, you're a demon, but you're selling it too hard.
You need any more motivation for me to join you?
No, I suppose not.
Good. Now, do you know how to get? You know, so you're hunting a demon. Do you know which demon we're hunting?
Oh, yes, fire demon. I have the little paper right here. He'll take out the paper and show her.
Okay, and she looks over, and we're hunting a Balastern demon. Like this name of the demon, fire demon. Uh-huh. Wanted for, says here, pairing up several souls, using them as a living furnace, and is using that is using that as a temporary power source. Wicked son of a bitch.
Hmm. Everybody's gotta try to scheme their way to power.
Me, aren't we both? He shrugs as she hands back the footnote to you.
Power's a secondary concern right now.
Okay, well, Fields of Carnage is the only place we can hunt
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
second layer. You ever notice the air gets a lot heavier down there, even though we're moving down?
No, I hadn't paid attention to be fair. But hot air does rise, so the first layer should be the hottest if this place follows conventional laws of thermodynamics.
Too bad too bad I cheated on my science test. I don't know what that means.
Good ball, good catch.
I know.
We obey the laws of thermonuclear dynamics in this place, woman.
Nice roleplay.
Yeah.
She lifts her left
I
hand
love
up. You have your
what
own set
fucking
of. She lifts her left hand forward. You do have your own means of transportation, right?
He looks at Hell's Wrath. I do.
I am not a sled. Go sleep in the shed.
No, but I'm still gonna sit on your head. Uppies.
Pride before the fall, Falcone. Pride before the fall. He holds his hand out to let you get on his head body.
Falcone hops up. Alright, I think we're all good here. Got our P's and Q's in order.
Sits down on so like you just get off, right? You sit down on his like you get on his back, you sit down on a chair that's mounted on his back, you put the seatbelt in, you get some popcorn, in-flight popcorn, a pygmy comes up. Hey, so we don't have any peanuts for this in-flight. Sorry, man.
Oh, sucks.
I know it
Yeah,
does. Look, the
I'm a
budget.
diamond level member.
we're working on that steak. Looks at one of the other
Damn right
pygmies.
you are.
You gotta go, buddy.
Oh no!
Once you appropriately get ready to fly with Hell's Wrath, the Crimson Lady pulls her left hand forward, and she summons with blood magic, and you can tell it's blood magic. You're definitely keen enough to tell that this is a journeyman level blood magic spell, and she summons a blood bike.
Hmm. If it starts blasting a highway to hell.
No, but it does go
Dang.
10 miles
Ghost
by
Riders
the
in the
gal
sky.
10 miles to the gallon of blood.
Old cowpoke came riding on one dark and windy day.
Well, good luck with that. Mine runs on spite. He leans down and whispers, Lance is still around. He's getting
You
stronger.
you still rank up.
I'm not the one who got hit by a bus.
So the two of you begin to make your way to the fields of carnage at layer two. And as you're it's like so the transition between and I'll show the guys everyone on the channel the stream the little diagram of Necropolis because Necropolis hangs over an abyss and it's the stalactite. At the base of it is the first layer of Necropolis, and Aether isn't here. I'll have to move him out the spot. The transition between layer 1 and 2 is free. It is a series of like these interloping hills and slopes that go downward into the crevasse that's the second layer. Your real difficulty is the third layer. There's a gate that stops any movement into the third layer. You even in the second layer, even the first layer, you can see the oppressive dark black obsidian gate that stops anyone from going to the third layer. In the second layer, you can definitely see it's like in the
I
distance,
know a
kind of
man
sitting.
who could break that gate because a gate's nothing more than a door without a house.
Lance sits up.
Huh?
Lance's ears
Someone's
start
calling my
ringing.
name out. What the fuck is going? Yeah, guys, you hear that? God, like Lance is like surrounded by the bodyguards. Guys, you hear that? Well, he was a fucking wiggin'. I was like tonight. Make it stop.
So you guys are going down the slope into the second field, and it's in second layer, and into the fields of carnage. As she's driving, she speaks up. So, when did a pipsqueak like you, or is that just glamour, get in hold of such a powerful demon?
He will categorically ignore the first question. Oh, HW and I have been partners for a while now.
Hmm. And is that your anima?
Thought Conio raised an eyebrow. Is she an anima user?
It hasn't revealed it. You can tell she's using
Blood.
blood magic, though.
And is she in range of blood sight?
No, she's below you
Hmm.
driving. She's yelling
Hmm.
up at you.
We're
Is he
talking
my
to her
what
through the
now?
power of roleplay.
I'm sorry?
Is he my what now?
Say that again?
Is he my what now?
He's trying to deflect. He's deflecting dungeon.
Yeah, am I breaking up or something?
No, I'm just trying to figure out the last thing I said. I'm sorry, I just got a brain fart.
She
he
asked
your
if it was his
anima?
anima.
And Falcone replies, "I'm a what now?"
Mm.
What did you call him, Mother?
So then do
I
you...
don't
So,
I
so
don't
that
listen to
demon...
hip hop, I'm sorry.
So that demon... That's demon is not a blood demon. It's a power demon.
I don't think he appreciates you assuming his class.
First she tells me my race, and then she'll preach me my taste.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I know, I'm on a roll,
Very sassy.
but very classy. Yeah. Approaching the fields of carnage. But here. Yeah. Okay, great. And there's like this loud screaming noise that's following you two. And as you guys approach closer and closer to the fields of carnage, it gets louder and louder, like the rhythmic beating of a heart. It gets in higher anticipation. The both of you get quieter as the approach gets closer to the fields. And as you guys approach and get into the area, this is what you're greeted to see. Hell's Wrath stomps around looking. The fields of chaos carnage are empty.
I swear to Christ, if you brought me here to try to kill me, I've gone through that twice now.
Something tells me a place called the Fields of Carnage aren't supposed to be empty.
Nah,
You
we
think,
just
right?
caught it on server cooldown.
Oh, it's wipe
See?
day.
Yeah, that's why. That's why we
God.
gotta wait for we have to wait for the instance to reset.
Red Piggy looks up. Hey, get your nut! Could you stop doing that? You're holding the DM. Look at him. He's in pain.
Say, did
I
he
got your
disappear?
I got your back.
The fields of carnage lay empty across you.
I wasn't saying that joking though. If you brought me here to try to kill me, I will just rip you in half.
The Crimson Lady looks at you and scoffs. I have no reason to need such unhanded techniques to fight and beat you. That
All
that I
right,
could
good.
win. Not that I could win anyway if I tried.
All
Being
right,
that
so
you're
we've got ourselves a
being
little
that
mystery.
being that you're closer to her, close enough to see her, she's doing that blood magic thing where she messes with your vision and you mess with her vision. She's clearly
Oh,
talented enough.
okay. But is she an anima user?
You can't tell that. She hasn't used any anima power yet.
I don't think they have to use an ability, do they?
Yes. Anima users can stay entirely invisible to anyone else as long as they don't use their powers. And you can't see through your blood sight because she's messing with your blood sight with her blood magic.
Might want to write that down in the future, but okay.
I had mentioned it last week, but it's okay. She stands there looking at you and looks over at the fields. She steps forward. There's usually a lot more than just nothing.
You okay there?
Yeah.
He'll live. It's strange. Maybe we are early to the fun.
Probably. It's my
We're
luck.
late to the feast, for the beast is fled. Oh, whoops, I had the wrong token. Canonically speaking, you're still in glamour. You haven't done anything yet. And Vincent has a goddamn closet worth of outfits to wear. Repent list is
One for
somewhere.
every day of the week.
You're still on top of Hell's Wrath, right?
Yes.
Hell's Wrath motions to move forward.
All right, what do you see, big guy?
Search the land. Uh, perhaps we'll find. We must search the land. Perhaps we'll find a fan.
You gonna follow us, lady?
I don't have any other reason not to. I came out here with you guys. You guys stay in like a group formation. Make your way to the middle section. And it's just really fucking silent this time of hell for some reason. Noticeably though,
Where's
go ahead.
everybody go? Bingo.
The Resident Evil 4 enemy skin has been unlocked.
Finally. All right, Hell's Wrath. Get in the Ada costume.
You think I'm joking?
Try me.
Okay.
There's already a mod to put Leon in Ada's costume, alright? And it actually, like, fits.
That's perfect. um, several robed cultists begin leave from the sides of the cavus and start walking their way
Ah,
into
damn it.
the bowl that is the Fields of Carnage. They're humanoid in figure, and they just seem humanoid to you. They wear red cape, not red robes. and they're muttering underneath their breath. Now
Well,
spawn
I
their
didn't
tokens.
see that here when I was. I didn't see that when I was here last time. Any ideas?
Well, the fields look different to you from last time. This isn't even the same area. You look around. Even felt being brought to this place, the fields always change since it's an ever-changing hellscape. You're never supposed to stay the same. Um, Scarlet Woman looks over and shrugs. Cultists, damned souls, it doesn't matter. He summons a blood weapon, a gnarly, a gnarly segmented short blade. We'll just tear right through them, and maybe some real demons will appear. Or is that too much for you, and rather let me do all the hard work?
Well, if you're making the offer, though I suppose it wouldn't be very gentlemanly of me.
No,
Fuck
no,
on
not
you
at
hop
all.
off Hell's Wrath. Alright, you know what to do, big guy.
When you hop off of Hell's Wrath, boss music begins to play. Hell's
Hmm.
Wrath gets its own HP bar and everything.
Oh, are we doing this?
No, no. I mean, he does get his own stats and everything because, again, he's still his own entity while in hell. I'm making the tokens. I'm sorry. Just give me a second.
Oh, it's okay.
Otherwise, you guys will have combat with these cultists, and the
Hmm.
idea is that if you weaken or no, if you kill enough of them, maybe more demons or stronger will come around because the smell of death and souls. You know, it's gotta have fields of carnage need carnage. Sonic, you did. Ah. These guys on this flank, cultists appear, and then a bunch of these cultists. Did Moon ever say he came back?
I'm here.
Were you here the entire time? I don't
Does.
know. I don't. Hmm?
So is this Castle Salazar's vacation spot?
I
I
mean,
was
they
here
had
the
to go.
whole time.
Nice. Okay, just making sure. And to you, Kalis, Salazar's minions had to go somewhere. It wasn't going to be Detroit. You said bingo night, so you unlocked the Resident Evil
Hmm.
4 skin.
Oh. Where's my chainsaw? No. Where's my hand cannon?
I thought you would say worse to check out the typewriter.
So for this unique set of battle, we won't roll for initiatives. It will just be player and NPC team, and then alternate between enemy and player until there's just enemies going next.
Alright.
Just to simplify things, but you still get 2 decisions and 1 reaction. And we're going through 1 round of combat, just so I can touch Lance before the end of today's session. So, Vincent, what would you like to do?
Well, let's get a look at this battlefield, shall we?
A
There's
whole lot of
fools
bad
to the
people here.
left of you. There's fools to the right. Here you are, stuck in the middle with them. Oh, where do you want to dismount?
Oh
Do you
no,
want?
where am I going? Oh, now
Yeah,
it's
sorry.
getting.
You can dismount yourself
Okay.
because that's for free. You can dismount since you narratively said that you let Hell's Wrap do his thing.
There we go. Oh. Not quite. Come on, roll, Tony. Work with me.
I mean, push me.
I don't know if I have left you with the ability to move your tokens. No, you can.
Alright. Can I do? Oh my god.
I think we said 20 last time we had you on board.
All right, so player team first then.
Yep,
Let's
yep.
have Lady move up however far she can. Getting out and get a stopping.
And from here, she pulls up her right hand and summons blood arrows and fires it at she attempts to fire at the first person. If she hits this person, she can try to spread it to the second cult. So let's first have her roll for the first blood magic. Her intelligence plus her mastery. Oops. Ignore the d6 that just rolled. You notice, well, you're too far away to notice. He is just like pulling matte blood, looks like out of nothing, and fires. And she fires this blood arrow that hits perfectly the first cultist into his chest, dropping him dead. Not even a moment or two to roll for damage. He just blows up into a gibbs of human flesh and visceral. Muerte!
Mhm.
And then she's going to roll one more time to see if she hits the other guy. She does. And then she spends her last decision charging some blood into her again. As she pants, she puts her hands into the ground, her left hand, mind you, and she rains blood from the environment. Oh, better. And she ends her turn. 1, 2, 1. Dashing and attacking with that same dash. Cultist runs up and rolls with the favor of their god. Not enough to hit, because her DC is 5, 11. Yeah, no. Misses by 1. He tries to lunge at Crimson Lady here, and she narrowly dodges it, doing a perfect dodge. Why do I feel like our genre just changed? Why are we a survival horror now?
Mhm.
Player turn.
Alright, if memory serves, both H Dubs and Falcone have a max range of 3 movement, but H Dubs can fly.
Yes. You have 18 feet, the 18 feet of anima power for manipulation, but you can move 4 tiles of movement.
Okay.
So that's 20 feet for movement
And
on boards.
for demonic heritage, blood in the air, does that only activate in blood demon form, or is it active at all times?
Only in awakened blood demon form.
Okay. One. I think we'll just have H Dubs go. Oh wait. 1, 2. How about I just pop, 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 pop.
The fuck is Vincent? Oh, yeah, I renamed it.
I think all my blood magic actually costs blood too.
Yes.
Well,
You
we'll just send
passively
Hell's
gain
Wrath.
you passively gain 2 blood each turn because of the environment we're in.
All
And
right, all right.
you can do the same thing she just did and gain blood from the environment too.
All right, we'll send Hell's Wrath barreling in, and I'll have Falcone start drawing blood out of the environment.
Okay, so
So
whose turn we're taking first then?
let's do Hell's Wrath.
Okay.
And memory serves, it's 1 point to fly.
Whoop. Well, we also have his character sheet. It's right there.
Yeesh. I've got it open right now, in fact.
Yee. With 50 feet is your regular movement plus 30 feet. But that's like flying forward, and you can fly upwards to 60 feet.
Nah. No, 50's plenty close for what I want. We can just have him fly there, juke down one. Is landing a decision, or is it free?
No, he just lands for free. If you're not going to
Yeah.
stay in air, he just lands into the ground, like, wrench,
Yeah.
and just wings with his massive paw, because I bet that's the next that's coming in.
Oh yeah, it's Hell's Wrath.
Uh, the decision here works as the following. You gain advantage on the attack,
Yeah.
because of Hell's Wrath, right? So, uh, go ahead and roll Strength and Power at advantage.
Okay.
I think it's just 2d12s, yeah.
There's the first roll.
11's high enough to hit, so he cracks the first guy with his first decision. The
Well, strength
massive
and power
paw.
not advantage would be 4 rolls, wouldn't it?
2 rolls.
Oh,
And you take the highest of 2, so 18 is a high enough roll.
fuck.
Blows the first. He kills the Hell's Raptor, just crunches with his right maul. The head of the cultist.
Uh-oh. The head of the cultist?
The literal head of that cultist.
No, I think you cut off.
Oh, I just stopped talking. I just said the literal head of that cultist crushed it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I
Yeah,
figure
you
this
have.
is just like Zod in the goddamn catacombs. You know the scene.
Oh yeah, this cultist is close
Mhm.
enough with
Don't
his
stop me
crude
now.
dagger. He
Nah.
is going to spend both his decisions because unique NPCs only have one movement, one decision, but this guy will spend his movement to attack twice. He's gonna attack twice with that crude dagger in his hand. And then rolling his faith dice. Misses Hell's Wrath, because your speed is 8, that's divided by 4. Both of those stats are 4, then it's 8 again. Yeah, so he rolled a 7. Misses you. The second attack,
Hell's Wrath.
yeah, it misses Hell's Wrath. The second attack, 9. Also has a disadvantage. No, he doesn't have a disadvantage. It's Hell's Wrath, not Falcone. 9 does hit. Hell's Wrath gets stabbed,
Give him poke.
and he gets poked for 1 point of damage.
Oh. Damn it,
Hell's
that
Wrath,
was mint condition.
his defense ignores the damage taken. However, he does
Oh.
get he gets a applied mark on him.
Oh.
Look, it's the marker.
Ooh. Wow.
Hell's Wrath turns around, make us whole, Vincent.
No, I'm trying, you jackass. What do you think we're doing this all for?
This cultist moves
You're
up,
10-foot twit.
and because Hell's Wrath has a mark on him, he is going to roll the 2d10. Well, no, not 2d10, 1d10, and he's going to roll a 2d6. But he already hit, so he's going to roll for damage now. And that damage is 7. Still not enough to deal damage. The first verse, second as the first verse, the second verse, same as the first, applies another mark on Hell's Wrath. He has a second mark now.
You just stop tattooing my boy.
1, 2, and stab Hell's Wrath again.
Oh.
6, and because there's 3 marks on him, sorry, 2 marks,
Wait,
but I'll do 2 marks, but I add the 1d6 from the
oh,
original.
Hell's Wrath is 8, not 6, dude. He misses.
What,
No,
Hell's
no,
Wrath's
it's 6
defense?
plus 9. No, 6. Hell's Wrath's a speed initiative are d8s, but you have those because I'm not rolling for initiatives right now, and then I add those stats together to make a passive initiative, like a passive DC. So he's at 8 passively, because 4 plus 4 is 8 anyway. So this guy just finished rolling to hit Hell's Wrath, because he stabs with the 1d10, that's up with strength, and then the 1d6 is that dagger they've all been stabbing him with. Each dagger's going to leave a
Ah.
mark that adds an extra 1d6. The 2 other ones were successful. So this is just an accuracy roll, and they've been hitting. Now he hits on a 19. So 19 beats that passive 8, because I'm not rolling for initiative for anybody. House Wrath gets stabbed and takes 15 points of damage now, and takes a 3rd stack.
Does temporary hit points block that?
Yes, it does. So he takes 3 points to his temporary. These cultists got the knives. And they're gonna jump Scarlet Lady over there. I forgot Vincent didn't go. I'm sorry. Go ahead. What's your what you want? Sorry, I forgot your turn was next. I forgot. I just got stab happy.
Hmm. Well, how about we draw some of the blood out of the environment?
Sure. Winning a decision, you can draw up to 5 blood tokens.
Oh, I think 5 sounds good.
There we go. So you have 7 now.
All right, let me some. Oh, let's do that again.
Okay, so 12 blood tokens in total. And a reminder that you can hold up to 30 now.
Right. All right, I didn't see that in the character sheet. I wasn't sure because I swear I've been imagining shit lately.
No, I swear we talked about it.
No, we did. I just don't think we ever edited the character sheet. I mean, we both remember at least.
Yeah, I know. Maybe it's in the Awaken. Maybe it's in the Demon Heritage.
It is a big fucking graph.
Yeah,
No, that
it is
grab's
in
like a
Blood in the
fucking.
Air. No, I didn't re-add it there. Okay, I add that. Okay, I'll re-add it. Don't worry, but it's there. Like I know it's there. I know it exists. So you have 12 blood tokens out of 30. Let me just add it real quick.
Hooray!
I'll add it to the
How much is
initiative.
that wine give you?
And with that, I'll take notes for this combat as the ground begins to
I still have
rumble.
a movement,
Huh?
don't I?
Yeah, you do have a movement. I didn't know if you want to move or not.
No, you know what? We'll hold here. I just hold the movement or something.
Yeah, you just lose it. It's just you always get a free movement each turn, so it doesn't like you don't get an extra one next turn.
Right. 4H Dubs is down to 117. Oh shit, no, that's just his temp HP, not his full HP. Now screw it. They're better off separate. They're better off separate. He's down to 117. They've massacred my boy.
Just wait till more of them appear.
Yeah, follow help. I'm stabbing my
Nope.
knees.
No, that's what
I
the
say,
flamethrower's for.
I say having like I think 20 HP.
So as the fight continues, the ground rumbles. More cultists come from the ground itself, and demons. Oh, they seem to be interested in the blood that's coming in the air. Will it be the demons that Vincent's looking for? Maybe he'll have a hunt with another monster. Who knows? We will have to tune in to Lance, the dreaded name that Vincent hates, more than any demon's name, more than any bane to keep Vincent away. It's Lance.
The trauma is real.
Lance, you're parked outside of the park of the Baron's estate. You can see the dome of which was reconstructed to host the tournament that you were in. You haven't entered just yet for roleplay purposes. You're sitting in the door knocker. How do you feel? You just dropped off your friend,
This is
Edmund, not an hour earlier.
Lance is like kind of like, man, I didn't really expect to come back here right now, but something he remembered about like the whole thing earlier about like the fighting tournament and all that. He just has like this weird urge to just get to the arena, but he's anxious about it because he knows it's not going to be an easy feat. He probably got to bullshit talk his way through, punch a couple guys in the face. He looks at the back seat of looks at the back seat just to make sure that his relic was still there. Doesn't want like Edmund to confiscated something without him realizing.
You've long since converted Proof of a Hero from the armor stand to a sitting position of armor that sits in a bench-like area where in the door knocker has a table and is meant for a little dining area. You gave a permanent seat to your relic, Proof of Armor, that sits there as if it were a person wearing armor.
Proof of hero,
You
yeah.
use Yeah, and you use seat belts to keep it in place. The rest of your items are hidden in a storage bin.
Ruvio. Well,
What do you want to equip
um,
yourself with?
I'll take Mastermind with me.
You want to remind the audience and myself what Mastermind is?
Mastermind is a legendary relic.
I didn't ask. I
The
walk off.
relic.
I'm sorry. I just saw the chance. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Mastermind is a legendary relic. Its power is to reanimate the dead. The more fresh the corpse, the better. Give half of your stats to the corpse until the end of the duration of its summon state. Its added bonus is that it allows the user to recollect its recent memories. Again, the fresher the body, the better the result. Lance would pick up the eldritch green orb that looked eerily like an eye,
No, it hangs on
staring into it.
it hangs on a copper necklace. It curiously hangs off that necklace string. When you
He
grab
kind of
onto it,
puts it
it
in.
blinks and looks at you, Lance.
Can never get used to this shit. And he pockets it.
So what are you equipped with?
And then he would like. So I'm gonna not only that, but he was also gonna put on another relic, Staying Alive. It's just an auto revive for a month. Well, it has a month-long cooldown.
You pick up Staying Alive. It is a ball. It is not a ball. It is a ball. It is a spear-shaped object that is about the size of your palm, and it's a disco ball.
Truly fascinating. He puts it in. He puts it on his other pocket, not to confuse the two. And he will proceed to get out of the van.
You step out, and you approach the garden estate. There are several men in suits that approach you. Sir, you can't approach the Baron's estate property. Leave now. They hold their hands up weird, I
Oh,
think.
well, hold on, fellas. I'm just here to see the arena.
Nope, there is no
Lancelot McKing.
arena.
What? No, it totally is. Look, relax. Lancelot McKinley, the guy of the God damn it, what's that tournament called again? The Fightiest Fighters tournament.
Anima Symphony tournament.
Thank you, Anima Sympathy tournament. Kind of
Lewis
looking at the
just asked.
champion here.
The two guards look at each other when Lance just had that moment speaking to himself, and they look at each other confused. Are you an anima user? Anima
Yeah,
users are not
again, like,
allowed on the premise.
holy shit! Did you not hear me? I'm Lancelot McKinley, the champion of the Anima Sympathy tournament. I'm just here to see the fighting arena for the next tournament because like it's going to be like a yearly thing.
I don't think you heard us correctly. We're not allowing any anima users on the premise. Leave.
How is this? I was allowed here last time. What gives?
Who let you in here?
Oh, the fighting tournament.
Yeah, he
Also, I had
let
to
you
talk.
in so you can watch the fighting tournament. Now leave.
What do you
All
mean?
right, kid?
What do you mean watch? I fought in it, and I'm the champion of it.
Yeah, sure. You're the champion, and I am the Duke of Green, sure.
Well, you're clearly not, and I'm the champ. Why don't you call someone like? Why don't you call your superior right now and confirm
Deacon of
he go
Green,
he or
bud. Sorry.
come on?
All right, I'm gonna waste the time making a phone call. Just stay out
Hey,
here for
what?
a bit.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
Lance, you stand outside the massive Baron's estate. It is a colossal building of stone. It's an architectural design that it's not familiar to Spiral City. It's not alien like marketplace, not marketplace, alien like Hammer District with the garden that you guys saw earlier. Rather, this one feels much closer to a older time when there were stones and bricks to create large buildings that towered into the skies originally. You see before you
Man,
the Baron's Manor.
man, if I was smart as Nico, I'd have a lot of questions about this place.
You only saw the Baron's Manor a few times. You're not sure if you were let in here originally. You know you met the Baron, or at least you now are not too sure anymore. The guards at the front are speaking with their higher ups to confirm you allow you in. The area seems, for the most part, locked up, or each area is hard to access without you showing off that you're trying to, climb the sides or something. Lance, get down.
That would be no. You're gonna bite my shins again.
Yes, I will.
Shakes his head of it. No, I'm sure I met the guy. I met the band before. He was like an old dude in the library. Massive library. Whew, big place.
So what would Lance be doing?
Like he would try to make it like he's trying to like not look like it, but he's just trying to see like what place could he possibly start climbing up if he doesn't get access.
Sure. You take a good time to start paying attention to the architectural design of the building. And you find that there are plenty of good places to actually like grab on. This place is actually like really good for climbing. Like it's a little wonder
Oh,
why
cool.
yeah, it's a little wonder how the guards could even expect to keep people out if they could just good at climbing.
Man, you know what I could use right now? I could use Hell's Wrath. Fly me over to the place like that or Showtime.
Sir, you're talking out loud. I need you to stop staring at the building like you're going to climb it, sir. Climbing is
But
not allowed.
it's begging me to climb it.
Climbing is verboten.
Mm. Truly, we live in dark times, man. So, like, yeah, how much is your paycheck?
Not enough to deal with you, apparently.
And what'd you get the color for that armor?
It is noticeably a shade of blue. Enlisting
Yeah, I've seen.
perk.
Hmm?
Enlisting perk.
Huh. I've only seen that color once. I was on an island.
Lance, as you look around, you notice that the guard still hasn't returned yet. And it's been like about a minute or two. Another one of the things that curiously comes into Lance's mind is that there's no pygmies around.
Oh yeah, that is kind of weird. Hey, dude, what's the pygmies?
We keep a strict guard against them.
What? Wait, hold on. You actually can keep them out? Man, they like just you out of nowhere, like you know, like in the like points at the floor. Like if we just keep talking about them, they just one of them would just pop right there in front of us. Like move the stone slab and just
Highly,
like
highly unlikely. What is likely
why
though,
not?
a guard returns, is that your last name, McKinley, has been noticed by the Marquise. He'll have an audience with you. Come, we'll show you to the dining room.
Sure.
And Lance, you are led through the Baron's estate into the massive dining room area. And in that room, you'll find a large, long table, multiple chairs, and a pretentious man sitting at the head of it. While I create the room for you, the man at the end of the table smirks at you and goes, "Why, is that McKinley, I see?"
He looks left and looks right. Yeah. It is.
Ha. No, that was a superficial question, boy. Of course I knew who you were. It's no wonder that you got nowhere further in your life as a West Bayer, but poor does not equate to rich.
Like silly nudge. Yeah, sure. Hey, listen. I just kind of wanted to stop by to see the old fighting arena, to see of the destruction I kind of did to it on the last round. Remember when I you know killed Mr. Hall in that final fight?
No, Mr. McKinley, you killed no one in the final round. The stage has already been
uh,
cleared. The stage has already been cleared and returned back into the park that you had entered from.
well, I still like to see the stage for nostalgia's sake.
No, you don't get it. The stage is gone. They took it and removed it. And the park that you walked through is the stage area originally because they convert the park into the arena. It doesn't actually exist.
Oh,
Yeah, it doesn't actually exist anywhere.
okay. Can I spend some time walking around that park before leaving?
What do you look to glean, Mr. McKinley?
Yeah. Look, it's really hard to explain, and like no one really understands me. But like, it's
No
nothing
one really
nefarious.
understands me.
Like, it's nothing nefarious. I can assure you, Mister Molokis.
Sorry, Marquise. Give me 1 second. Someone's yelling.
Okay, Mister Malapoli.
I'll have you by your tongue, Mr. McKinley.
Oh, hey, by the way, the Baron's last name, it's Dumas, right?
Where did you come across that knowledge?
He told me when I met him, and then I found out that we have a bit more of a shared history between each other that only I and him need to talk about. Because, the kind of knowledge I have to share with him is only between me and him, not normal people.
Hmm. I um Marquise looks
Uh,
flustered at that knowledge of yours. Very well, I'll speak with the Baron, but you must surely be hungry, McKinley.
no, I kind of filled up on oil.
What did you fill up on? The Marquise breaking character.
Let's try to pause it a bit. I think I had some, like, jerky inside the van. I don't know, like, I sustained myself in the van. Never talk about what I eat inside of it.
Some food, Mr. McKinley. It's probably the best you'll ever have to eat.
I don't know. I mean, I've had many food before, and then you know, you're kind of all kind of nice, but like
Hmm.
Lance kind of tilted his head a bit. I don't know. Edmund says you're kind of standoffish, like a prick.
Who the fuck is Edmund?
Oh, he's my brother-in-law. No, not my brother-in-law. He's my godbrother.
Edmund.
Cool guy.
Edmund. You mean Miles? You know Miles.
And let's look at what the gods. Is he deaf or something? I told you earlier. He's my godbrother.
Huh.
Yeah.
Hmm.
He leans into another god to his left. I think the Marquise is kind of slow.
Dock that man's pay. And by the end of the night, I want him in the femur room. Lance has condemned a man to the femur breaking room.
Oh no.
Hey, stop looking for. But like in all seriousness, like Lance, like yeah.
Green Knight gives the 07. And.
It's-
Huh?
what?
No, go ahead, you're saying.
Oh no, like man, what has Edmund? I'm trying to remember what Edmund talked to Lance about. Well, um, let's see. What did he say about you? I know he mentioned something about. Well, I clearly told you trying to gaslight me earlier about what I did to Mr. Halls. No, I can assure you, Mr. Marquise, I totally killed him. Like, trust me, I know exactly when these fists are thrown on to safety, and I didn't have safety on when I fought that guy.
You're fucking. I hate how you say that. Jeez, it's so. Like, when I say I hate, I mean, I appreciate it, because, jeez, it's so good. It's such an Lance. I know when my safety's off and on.
Yeah, so like, you really can't just tell me like, oh, but Mr. Halls is actually alive. No, he's like he's warm food.
Hmm. McKinley.
I made sure.
Because we're in the
Yeah.
privacy of this domicile of the Baron's estate. I'll bluntly explain this to you. Yes, you did kill Mr. Halls. We are covering his death.
I mean, if it gets too bad, Lance kind of like looks a bit, tilts his head. What? If it's a bad thing, I'll just go to the court of the wet court and handle that from there. They did before. The Crimson
Wait,
Court
do
was it
what?
called?
Yeah, what are you doing at the Crimson Court though?
Oh, like if it was a crime I committed, I'll just go to the Crimson Court and get like fight some other dude to be innocent. He doesn't understand exactly the procedures of that place.
Clearly not.
Well, it's not like I'm trying to be defended. That guy's a cannibal. At least I think he is.
What
Definitely not
Mr.
the
Hall,
kind of guy I
what
want to be
Mr.
around.
Hall is or is none of your concern, Mr. McKinley. You should just concern yourself with that fighting and training and getting all big sized for that competition stuff. The Marquise waves
Well,
his
if I
hand
keep
about that.
if I keep getting bigger, you're just gonna be like really small compared to me. Look at you,
Yes,
like all the
so
all
scared,
that height of
suffocating.
all that height of yours is coming out of your belly.
Is there a purpose to your rambling, McKinley?
I'm just kind of killing time till I
But
uh wait, hold on. Am I gonna see the Baron?
yes, I can take you to go see the Baron.
Oh yeah, then like totally. Let's go. Man, he really likes to listen to you like as Lance is walking with him. You really like to listen to yourself talk. You know that?
Stays quiet as you like walk through the hallways. The stone steps, the smoky air. It's a little overwhelming for you. You're not used to the almost near silence of the entire manor. There barely a staff or here or there. It's like people are staying out of your way. Or his way, to be
Eh,
fair.
Is it vacation? Is everyone at the Emerald Isles, or
Respond to you no longer. You lost
you
his
know,
response speeches. Speaking
man? At least Hell's Wrath would talk more and be more kind, or too. I can hear him right now.
please insert 50 cents for the next 25 minutes of conversation. I'm not paying that. Snags up.
Oh, yeah, that sounds bogus. Double
That's
it up
alright.
and pass it to the next guy.
So you enter the royal meeting room, and the Baron sits there in his wheelchair and looks nonchalantly to the ground. As uh, the Marquise and you approach, the Marquise bows and gets on one knee. Your
Lance
Excellence.
will not get on. Lance would not get on his knee like the monkeys, but he would do like a slight bow in respect to the Baron.
Oh, yes. I foresaw that you would return, McKinley.
It's good to see you again, Baron.
Jonathan, you may leave us. But, Your Excellency, I said you may leave us. Your vibe does not sit well at this room. You do not pass my vibe, Jess.
Fuck. Well, you're the man. You failed the vibe check.
You didn't have to be told twice. He walks away, asshole.
Lance would have slowly approached the
And he
Baron.
fails my vibe check.
Sorry, I'm moving you
It's
into the
great.
room.
Yeah, it's fine. As Lance approaches the Baron, looks at him like, "Wow, crazy how much time we. It's been like what 3 months since we last saw each other."
Yes.
Lance, is there like a chair that Lance can take?
There is.
He will slowly take the chair and plop himself down. And in the
Feels
span of
it
three
feels
months,
it feels nearly endless to you as you sit. It's really comfortable though.
hmm in that span of 3 months, has been such an eye-opening experience for me. Fourthly, I want to say thank you for your aid for helping me fight against an enemy. One of the enemies, I understand.
Hmm.
Secondly,
Let's not have a tweak out session here.
no, of course not so. This is why I'm getting on to the next part. Uh, when were you gonna tell me that we? When were you gonna tell me about my connections to Aventura?
Never. It should be a father's duty to a son to explain their heritage, not a stranger on the street to tell you what a family should know first.
Well, it's not really my dad's fault that I didn't really believe the whole story. How would you expect to believe a fairy tale of an island far away from here, containing your whole, basically a blood? I met basically my primordial mother.
Sounds like quite an achievement. Did you get an achievement score? Sorry, it sounds like you got a cool achievement for that, right?
Lance looks left and right. Uh, what? Uh, Um, Look, I
Oh,
just
next
wanted to
time if you get a
understand.
chance, check your gamer score, achievement score. Bet it's pretty high now.
I will, so. I just need. I want to understand. Well,
Hmm.
McKing, if the McKinleys left because disagreements about the worship of Modell, why did the Mosses leave? And
Modell.
why are the Demos
That's a
like
name I
why
haven't
all the
heard in
Demos?
such a long time. He talks over you, interrupting. You see his eyes close for a bit, Modell. Oh. He opens his eyes. Hmm? You were asking me a question.
And I was
Well,
also
type.
a bit
Make
more
sure you type
curious
it in.
about
Hold on, hold on. Make sure you type it in all chat so we all hear it.
what?
I said make sure you type it in all chat so we can all hear it.
Oh, God, anyway, I was wondering exactly why the disparity between us, McKinley and Demas. Like, why Demas is basically ruling almost like a like a king, and well, the McKinleys are just basically living out of West Bay.
True question lies in the skill issue between our family bloodlines. You see, my family adapted, overcame the situations of becoming part of Spiral City, and your family became, well, as they say, noobs.
Are you okay? You feel something? You need like medicine? Like, do I need to get more keys again? You?
I'm fine. I don't have any.
This wasn't the kind.
Hmm?
This wasn't the kind of conversation I was expecting to have.
Well, the last time you came, I was feeling under the weather, and after a tomato soup and some 7-Up, I'm feeling much better. I even got to
Liz
put a
looks around a
7 hour.
bit. Is it?
Hold on. I even
Eating
got to put.
camera.
I even got to put 7 hours into my favorite virtual fighter. They've they made a new model fighter based on you, McKinley.
I get Lance pictures as well. I'm guessing I'm not seeing any warranty of that.
You're paid in exposure.
Oh, I thought you worked a deal out with them. I mean, why else would they use your likeness without your approval? That's not very Sigma. Phantom
Not
tax, if you will.
very cash money of them.
Lance is like putting his like doing like the Sinestro meme, like you dense motherfucker. Lance is like doing that motion, but keeping very quiet. What
Great,
happened
not
to
great.
the Yeah, what happened to the artifact? A fragment of time. It vanished after I used it. Was it destroyed?
No, silly. You can't destroy what you did not create. It simply came back to the hands of which own it. He opens his paw and reveals the ever-changing colored crystal, a fragment of time.
So
Closes
is that
his
one of the?
hand and hmm?
Oh, sorry. Continue.
He closes his palm and disappears. You ask if it was a primordial artifact. The Baron
Yeah.
stares up
Is that
from his chair to look at you, and his eyes, you notice finally, are milky white. I can't tell you primordial what or whose it's. All I know is I have it, and I've had it for a very long time. Every so often, it'll get a little mind of its own, and run off as it will. Can't stop it. I've tried plenty of times. But when it wants to move, it will go where it wants to go.
so? If fragment of time isn't A primordial artifact. What is it exactly?
What a primordial Huzumafanga is. All I know is I've had this fragment of time for a very long time.
You just said that.
Fragment of time is not a primordial Huzumafanga. I've had the fragment of time for a very long time.
Lance like raises his brow as he kind of like, like kind of leans a bit to his left on the chair. Kind of like he's trying to see if something's changing in the air or something.
No, nothing's wrong. Your anima senses aren't tingling. Your fighting senses aren't tingling. Just an old dude, milky white eyes, sitting in a wheelchair. He's looking at you. He's like his face is looking towards you, but his eyes are like looking down into his lap or looking around the room.
So, about fuck it. Look, I came here to try to speak with a man who folds his head to of the color I've seen only in Aventura. I don't even have a name for what color I saw. Why did I see this figure here at the arena, no less?
I can tell you, there are many gamers that come and go from these gates. Many
You
epic
don't
legends.
stop, stop!
Rise
The
up,
love of
gamers.
stop in the name of Silver. Stop speaking riddles. Michael, help me out here.
As you tap your chest to speak to Michael, you hear his voice in the back of your head. Ah, what do you want me to help you with? Like,
I don't know, like, can we like use some silver energy to like mend his mind or something? It feels like he's having a moment.
have you considered this? This is the first time we're having you're having extended conversation with this guy, and he's just an eccentric old fart.
An eccentric old font that has connections to my literal, the literal start of my bloodline, and he has access to it. If he doesn't, he's not saying it. I know what it is. It's a primordial artifact at that literal hand at any time. Look, whatever it is, I need more answers. And he's not. I was.
Aaron's nodding slowly. He's not saying any
I guess
words.
I was hope.
Mhm.
I guess I was hoping for answers out of him. Answers I've been kind of wondering what the hell's been going on behind the scenes and stuff like that. Like, who the hell asked me to kill Allah? Mm. He cuts himself off before saying it. Before, who asked me to kill the entity?
Well,
What?
it's not like we can force an old man to speak, Lance. Unless you want to
I was hoping.
beat him up. Like, what do you want me to do?
No,
I'm
I'm not
using
gonna.
all my silver strength right now to keep your heart going. Did you forget that part? I can't just give you silver energy.
Uh, yeah, and according to God, shattering stars a pain in the
Hey,
ass.
hey, you're having a moment there, Chief? You haven't said any word for a few moments.
Sorry, Baron. I'm just talking to my roommate in my heart,
Oh, what's his name?
Michael.
Hmm. Darren stays quiet.
Hey,
Michael speaks up.
Michael.
Yeah, go ahead.
Did I just say your name and he was able to hear it?
Said it perfectly fine, yeah.
Yeah, no, that's not possible, is it? Like, anytime I ever try to tell anyone your name, like, it's a blocked app, like, so, like, forbidden, like, knowledge I can't share with people. Only with people who know it. Like, that's why Edmund and Simon can hear me say your name. I've never told this guy your name
I
or
got another
anything.
question. I have another question for you. I have a question to answer your question.
What's up?
How did he know I was a dude? When you said it was your neighbor in your heart. You didn't say what gender.
Lance kind of like, let me try asking let me ask a question too. Baron, I understand that
Wait, before
you
you
may
ask
not be
something,
like,
before you ask something, the Baron goes, "You have a question?" And your face kind of reads it.
oh, yeah, I know you have access and I know you have some ties here and there with the how you say it, the spiral itself, like the upper and the
Ah,
lower.
yeah, no, the true gamers on the upper spire.
Yeah. Um, is it possible that you can make
The
contact
Discord
someone there to
moderators,
see?
sorry, the Discord moderators, if you will.
You know, is it possible that you can contact someone from the upper spiral to see if my father's okay? Last I heard, he was up there.
Because you completed a quest for me, I will grant this reward to you.
Lance slams his fist. Okay, that's it. There's no way you're human. What the fuck are you?
Roll a charisma.
I
Roll a charisma
I
check.
want a. Can I get an advantage on this?
Sure, because you're doing some pretty good role playing of being angry. Do you want a junction too? Summoning your anima power.
Wait, is this? Wait, hold on. Are you asking me this, or is Barrett asking me this?
I am asking you, the GM.
Oh.
You want to spend
Sure, yeah,
AP?
I like the junk.
Okay, okay, so you're gonna junction charisma and power, and you'll have an
Yes.
advantage.
How's a 13, Chief?
You slam your fist into the table. You roar with your might. You're not human!
I should have won that. Like, Lance realized what he said. Wait, I should have won that battle. There was no way you're something different. I've never encountered the information I just told you. You couldn't. No one should be able to hear. I can't even give that information to anybody. I got that from a vision from a celestial moment from the pantheonic colors. How are you able to hear that? Knowledge like that can't be spread around. It's it's like a safety mechanism or something. I don't know what to describe it.
The only way to get around such restrictions would be for me to know about Michael and Dopel and Satael and the other angels of silver, or the other heralds of the colors, the red and the orange and the blue and the brown and the yellow and the
Wait,
green,
wait. What was
purple and the
that color you
pink.
said?
Oh God, and don't get me started about the pigments colors.
You said what was that name? You said it. Bloom? I've never heard of that before.
Hmm. So,
Is it,
what, God, he's the Senate. So, like I said, I will do you the favor and check up on your gamer father. I'll make sure to send postage of my status update. You do have
oh
a
my god!
Spiral Net Facebook, right? A Spiral book.
What is that? What? Baron, back into the topic earlier. Is that the color that Almond Pickle was wearing? Blue? What is the color blue?
I think our conversation's done, gamer. I'm losing some of my cells and energy over here. Kind of draining my vibe. I've already given you a reward and you keep yelling at me.
Look, I didn't mean that to be my reward or anything. Look, I understand where my father is. He's been kidnapped by someone in a cell in this upper spire. Even if you try to send a message to him, it wouldn't matter because he's in a cell.
You'd be surprised at what
That's
kind
what
of
this.
sway I have. There's a lot of casuals that'll listen to me.
Look, responsibility comes before my own desires. if you have such, like I said, if you have such sways and whatnot, I need to talk to that figure again. The armored man, the armored, no, not the armored man, the armored figure. I need to warn the armored figure that there was more enemies against, and they're all creating. I said they're all trying to um, hang out and just be at West Bay. I need help.
Lance, as you're talking to the Baron, you notice a red comet rock in the no, sorry, never rock, blue rock in the air.
Uh,
Not in the room with you, but outside the window, very far away. It looks kind of small, but it's big enough for you to see. It's a blue rock.
let's point at the. You see that?
Baron turns to face out the window. Hmm? Huh? The Baron's eyes turn, Lance, and you notice they're no longer that milky white. They're actually just he reveals rainbow tinted eyes under that milkiness as he sees the, the fucking rock in the air. What the fuck is that?
I don't know. It just suddenly appeared. What the hell is that? I see it before in a dream, but it was like
That's
way bigger.
well, that's not supposed to be there.
What do you mean it's not supposed to be there?
Well, for starters, the eyes look at you. You notice the rainbowness in the tints of his eyes.
Lance like kind of.
It's physically impossible for a rock like that to be flying in the air there without. He looks at Lance. I can't explain any further.
Lance is like a bit more tense seeing those rainbow eyes of his. Like he's kind of like gripping the tail. Okay, so aside from whatever
Noticing
problem
your
that
like with the gripping, the eyes revert back to milky white. I'll uh
hello.
I'll get my best man on that. Speaking of my
Uh
best
huh.
man, he rings a bell. Ding 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 ding. And two guards appear. I think you know it's time to go, Mr. McKinley. Leave your gamer tag on the way out. I'll add you when I can.
Lance like just writes down his like his house number and the number that's on the door knocker and pushes it towards the bear. That's how you can contact me.
Be careful with that giant rock. I don't expect East Bay to survive.
Well, it's a good thing we're not in East. But Lance pauses a bit. What did you say? Did you imply that East Bay is going to be destroyed?
I mean, dude, you don't have no idea about scale. Like, how dumb are you? You are the one who beat All Eyes. The old man stands up. How are you that fucking dense? He points at this window. Did not fucking notice the size of a vast baseball rock hovering in the air to be able to destroy an entire district. That is not small, McKinley. That is the size. Has to be the size. I mean, I'm guessing from what I'm standing at, 3 or 4 football fields to your knowledge.
Hey, I have a D12, but I of course the forever have a D4.
What does
So
that even mean?
there was that. Hmm?
The pygmy in the background. What does that even mean?
He Is there no way to stop that from destroying the whole entirety of East Bay? Like, first off, I have a friend over there, and second, I have like a love interest I want to be with.
Okay,
All
hold
just
on.
in
Pause
East.
the break. I didn't ask you for your your life story here.
I don't even have anything yet.
McKinley, you don't become the kind of person man I am if you just jump into action at everything that happens. You become the man I am by letting shit happen. That, he points out the window, That is letting shit happen. I am not going to do anything. Fuck. Whatever's happening there, he keeps watching as the scene ends. That's a real gamer moment. Sure is it's just like a nice scene of the large meteor in in the sky. Uh, this during this ending cutscene, we'll have it with Edmund going over to the Sauntering Stallion. I know he's not with us, but he explained to me that he wanted Edmund to do. So I took it upon myself to give him a little bit of a cutscene before wrapping things up. I know we're like almost an hour ahead, so I'll keep it a short cutscene. Thank you for your patience as always. I appreciate it. Edmund has just finished taking
Hey,
count
Loon,
of. Okay.
Yeah.
how's it feel knowing that you're probably in a district destroying location right now?
These are all the assumptions of someone who's just looking at the situation, making assumptions. So he's assuming it's going to destroy that district.
Hey, you know what they say about assuming.
Makes an ass out of him and only him.
I just feel bad for I just feel bad for Ming. Poor guy.
Wait, who?
For the my running bit is whenever I try to say that, I go, it makes an ass out of you and Ming.
Oh,
Like
Ming.
a
Ah,
yeah.
I see, I see.
So just feel bad for Ming, man.
Did
Huh.
you not
So
see
is
that?
this what it felt?
There we go.
This what was
Like,
this what it felt like being under a crumbling seventh diamond?
you want to answer in line? I don't know why the stream isn't
No, I don't
updating.
want to answer. Oh,
Or maybe it's my phone not updating. Yeah, no, okay, now it updated. Great, great. All right. The final cutscene, the final scene for our ending campaign, for ending today's campaign, a session on this campaign, is Edmund
Edmund.
Edmund finishing paperwork. He had spent the earlier half of this whole day counting inventory, and whilst you would think zero would be an easy task, he still needed to make sure he could find and look for every bit of meat, cheese, wine, uh, condiment, soda, water, drink, perishable, non-perishable, dry frozen pygmy. Hey, like he had to make sure that.
oh, don't be like that.
Yeah, and Edmund even did come across a pygmy in the basements of the cellar. I mean, you're not gonna expect Adonis and Green Tea over here to do it for him. Thankfully, because Victor has returned and stayed part of Squad Zero for now, he's helped whip Adonis and Green Tea into action, even though Green Tea isn't part of Squad Goldschlager. He's getting the rest of the boys ready, and the team is discussing about the logistics and the future of the Sauntering Stallion, and that's where the scene begins. All right, gentlemen, Miles says plainly. I gotta tell it to you bluntly. 2 months of eating food without filling up anything in the pantry means we're out of food. Green tea, I could have told you that. I think I did. Shut up, you. Miles replies. Point is, I had to put the paperwork, and I had to call down the district, and they were wondering why we weren't even making any calls. So, for the future record, if you all ever need food or toilet paper, for damn it, I mean, we don't even have a roll remaining. What have you guys been using? Adonis like rubs his neck. We had like newspapers. Green Tea raises his hand. Oh, we also used adverts one time. Adverts? Yeah, the Anima fighting tournament thing? Yeah, I wiped my ass with that a few times. Hmm. Edmund just holds the brow of his eyes, look head like, okay. Aside from wiping asses with advertising, you have to make sure to call the district, talk to Lieutenant Delta for any acquisitions, all right? All right. Secondly, the second floor VIP suite room is still on lockdown. I I still can't get the ghost out of the walls just yet. And it cuts to Edmund trying to like reason with the remaining poltergeist of Myron. Look, I said I was sorry about your physical form. Don't, don't give me that attitude. God damn it, you unreasonable prick. That's back to Edmund. Dealing with Myron poltergeist or something. I'm not too sure what that business is. And likely I'm not looking forward to it. We do have a case for Squad Goals Blogger, so I'll need all of you to get ready and be serious about it. No, that's Adonis like sits up. Finally, I get a chance to use my anima. You even know my anima? Nope, and I still want to wait to see it in action, Adonis. Wait, you want to be our squad leader, but you don't even have an idea what my power is. Well, to be fair, Adonis, I was expecting me and Victor just kind of carry, and you just sit back and relax. Adonis kind of narrows his eyes. No, I am a lot more competent than you think. They had a they had to send 2 sentinels to stop. Yeah. Okay, good on the police stopping you and all, not kidnapping, arresting you. But you're part of Goldslager now, and um, takes out the gambler and puts it on the table. I carry actual firepower. Victor, do you mind? Do you have anything you want to say as Victor, since you're here,
No, no,
Vincent?
man, I'm good.
Okay, well, thanks. Uh, Victor goes, well, before you all start going at each other's throats, I think it'd be more appropriate that we just settle down, realize that we're gonna be buddy-buddy, and, you know, get used to the situation. Edmund looks over at Victor. Oh yeah, your brother's in hell. Like, no, literal hell. Oh, did you tell me this already? I think I did. I think I'm having a moment, Victor. Edmund shakes his head. Regardless, we gotta focus on our first task at hand. It's gonna be a case for the Market District, a repeat offender that we had to go check up on. We don't know his anima power or their anima power. All we know is that they've been harassing the. Uh, it's been a repeat of anima power used in Cervantes, Gambino, Aristotle. There, it's in the Aristotle district. There's been several like victims of attacks. They haven't had recollections of the victims that were attacked. Like the victims don't have a recollection of the person who attacked them. They remember was walking late night, and when they awoke next morning, they were sitting at a park bench. Each of the victims of the situation recall the same scenario. All of them are missing their any prized money and jewelry and relics on them upon the morning. When tested for toxicology, they're clear of drugs, they're clear of alcohol. There is no signs in pointing and foul play. The victims don't recall anything being hurt, and they don't have any ID of a perp. So they're sending Goldschlager to investigate at late night. And that'd be the end of the cutscene, with just Edmund letting
Ah,
everyone know they're going to deal with the investigation in the Aristotle district.
Jessica with no Oh man, it's great to hear that like you want to have plans in East Bay, but then like the guy sitting in front of you, who's this wealthy entrepreneurial man who basically wants half the district yours in, like, oh no, that whole district is probably gone. Like, look at the size of that thing.
We can see it here. It's a problem there.
Yeah, that's pretty much just I mean, like, oh. I had so many plans. Like, well, cancel them all. They're not
Well,
gonna exist anytime.
you could go back to West Bay. I heard it's shitty this time of year.
It's always shitty.
All the windows pointing there, I have them closed.
Yeah, the muffled.
If, uh, do you, if you guys have any comments, questions, or concerns, this is the end of our session. Um,
Bro, fuck that Jasper guy.
he is a dean. He is an asshole.
Man, I was directly told to go talk to him if I wanted my ship back. And I told him, they told me to talk to you if I want my ship back. And he's like, but fuck you. Yeah.
How could you expect him to get it though? Like they locked down the
I,
lower spire. He can't do anything.
the mail, I don't know, maybe someone could just like throw it off the spire. Maybe that was like a really good shot and they can just aim. I
Over
don't
the
know, man.
just throw it. Hook got it.
Like
Curve
a
in there.
like a drone, maybe.
We have pygmies dungeon. Let them figure it out. I paid you
Do not
1,000 gold coins.
do not let a
Get me.
pygmy touch it. I do not trust a pygmy to touch it.
He had one bad experience, and it's all every other pygmy is gonna give me that same bad experience. I see.
Yes.
It is.
We got technology, damn it, says Game Night. Yeah, if there's any
Yeah,
comments, questions, concerns, great time to hear to voice them. Otherwise, I really appreciate having your time as always, guys, and I look forward to our next session. If there's any
Yeah, for
visual
sure.
aids that you want to see for particular, let me know in advance, so I definitely have a footnote on it. And do you guys like the visual aids?
Yeah.
they look great.
Yeah.
It just
All right.
sometimes it makes the cow just be, like super small because like super big areas.
I was
That's like
thinking
the
I
charm
could
of
just
it.
I was thinking I could just make the character tokens larger for the roleplay scenes and then shrink them for tile-based fights.
I mean, you can also always upload like make transparent backgrounds of like the character portraits. So it's like
Ooh,
them standing.
I'll have to look into making transparent portraits. That's nice.
Oh man, it's like about to be 2 o'clock. I'm gonna get some bed.
I suppose you could also technically use the PNGs,
Yeah.
the avatars
Oh, I could.
is
Yeah.
also an option.
Have a good
Which
night.
Thanks.
I
Have a
did post Nico's as well.
yeah. Nico looks great.
Ooh, I gotta see it. All right.
Like, thanks for the wonderful session, guys. A lot of laughs. Can't wait to do this again next week. Good night.
Good night.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and raid Delphi. Good night.
He wasted no time.
I'm just wondering how to handle the fight next week. Like, I'm not wanting to try and block this attack, but I'm just wondering, should I just shoot him down dead again? Will that stop it?
I mean, hey, you've been shooting. Don't stop. Fight. Always be charging.
Right. I'll have to think about it. I think I know a way out of this.
Yeah, no, and to be clear, the next combat round we get into with Cynric, you'll have the greater effect of that shield from the first time you were casting it, because I know you want to continue casting it, where it's going to redirect damage.
Yeah.
So I got that in mind. And Nico, we're still going to stay in what's it called? Mythfall, right?
For the time being, yeah.
Okay.
He's sticking around in the garden, but he is going to follow up on his promise he made to Lance. He's going to try to look into literal, real, actual hell. Um, which is still he's still reeling from that realization. Um,
Don't don't I can't explain it to you. Need you to help me find a way to open a portal to hell.
yeah. Um, and he's probably just out of his own curiosity, probably going to dig into Alistair a little bit too, see if he can, get anything from the other garden students or faculty about him.
Right. And I know Vincent's gonna finish up the battle with these demons and actually summon the demons, having the flame demon appear hopefully, and other adversaries to kill.
With all luck.
And with that, gentlemen, thank you for your time as always. I hope you guys have a great night, and I look forward to chatting with you guys. Take it easy, everyone.
Yeah.
You too.
See you guys.
Later.
Later.